At 10 o'clock with the latest BBC News for Norfolk, I'm Graham Barnard. The Bishop of Norwich has praised the way people have rallied to help those who lost their homes and possessions after last week's heatwave fires. The Right Reverend Graham Usher will be spending time with villagers in Ashill this morning, which was one of 4 locations where the wildfires took hold. Bishop Graham says the church has played its role too.
I've been speaking to clergy across the diocese where there have been fires, and in each of those places there has been an immense amount of outreach and care for people, just giving pages, but also just very practical steps to help them. And I know that many of our churches have been involved with that during the course of this week.
Norfolk's Chief Constable has repeated his message for people to make sure they don't do anything which could start a fire. With temperatures expected to reach 30 Celsius today, Paul Sandford said he doesn't want anyone else to suffer the misery of losing everything.
For everyone who's listening to this, my main plea would be, no discarded cigarettes, no disposable barbecues, no chucking glass out of the window. It's tinderbox out there.
As Greater Anglia trains get back to normal after yesterday's strike action, there's a warning for passengers heading to London. Bus replacements will mean the journey will take longer. Here's Jonathan Denby from Greater Anglia.
Anybody travelling between Norwich and London, there is scheduled pre-planned major engineering works towards the London end linked to the last parts of the Crossrail project. And that means that there is a replacement bus service for part of the journey at the southern end of the route. The journeys will take longer, so it's just to advise people to check before they travel.
Travellers and lorry drivers are being warned for the third day to expect delays in trying to cross the Channel. A major incident alert remains in place at the Port of Dover and the Eurotunnel in Folkestone. Some Eurotunnel passengers spent the night in their cars trying to get to the terminal. Both candidates in the race to become the next Conservative leader have promised a crackdown on migration. Liz Truss said she would extend the UK's plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda and increase the number of border force staff. Rishi Sunak said he would tighten the definition of who qualifies for asylum and introduce a cap on refugee numbers. The doors to one of Norfolk's most famous landmarks reopened to the public today. Visitors to the Haysborough Lighthouse will get the chance to climb over 100 steps to the lantern and, weather permitting, enjoy 25 miles worth of coastal views. Other open days are being held this summer. Details and booking are online. Patrick Tubby from the Lighthouse Trust says although the building is synonymous with Norfolk, that wasn't always the case.
So it had a time where, from when the lighthouse was automated in the 1920s right through to when it was saved by the local community at the end of the 1980s. They had a very anonymous type life. Obviously, over the last sort of 30 years or so, it's become much more of an icon again.
And your weather for climbing lighthouses? Largely dry with mostly cloudy skies this morning. Sunshine, though, will break through in the afternoon. A breezy and warm day with those highs of 30 Celsius, possibly 31. For an update anytime, you can ask your smart speaker to play BBC News for Norfolk.
Thank you very much, Graham. Treasure Quest on BBC Radio Norfolk. Well, good morning, you. How are you doing? It's Sophie Little here. We are solving clues and searching for treasure for the next 3 hours. Somewhere in Norfolk it's hidden. I'm in the studio at the Forum in Norwich and out and about in our radio car. Somewhere in the county is Anna Perrow. Hello.
Morning all. How are we?
Well, I'm good, Anna. How are you?
Yeah, I'm dandy. It's very nice out here, I've picked a good week to step in for Julie on her holidays. This is lovely.
Is it the sun's shining? Who's at the helm of the car?
At helm, Captain Wally Webb is looking after me today. Morning, Wally.
Good morning to you and good morning, everybody. I bet we were all out here.
Oh, we are basking today, aren't we, dear?
Well, I hope you've got some sunscreen
today.
on.
Yes, I think so.
Got factor 50 on.
Yes,
we've lathered each other up. We're fine. Yeah.
Right, let's have a clue then. Where are you starting?
Well, the word for doing exercises multiple times with a fishy-sounding candle tip. Bung in a tea and you'll know where we be.
Oh, my goodness.
A little bit pirate at the end.
Was that what you were working on all that time?
Yeah, how dare you? It's very good. The word for doing exercises multiple times with a fishy-sounding candle tip. Bung in a tea and you'll know where we be.
Oh, okay. Okay, what an amazing starting
Anyone
clue.
gets it, I'll be just blown away.
Yeah, we'll call it a win, I think. 0800
Yeah, we'll end it there.
389 7321. Where are they starting?
That will be a very easy clue for anyone who's got a mind as frazzled as Anna's.
If you're on my planet, wherever that is, you'll be fine.
Okay, if you are on that planet, get in touch. Let's have a nice roll call this morning. So 81333 for your text messages. Start them with Norfolk. 08000 321 333 for WhatsApp. Start those with Norfolk as well. And that number again, 0800 389 7321. Go on, one more time. I just want to hear it again.
The word for doing exercises multiple times with a fishy sounding candle tip. Bung in a tea and you know where we'll be.
Doing the running today, and you had such a good starting point clue for us. Can you do it again?
Well, I can. Now, the word for doing exercises multiple times with a fishy sounding candle tip. Bung in a tea and you'll know where we be.
Okay.
Did anyone get this?
Well, yes, actually, Anna. I think so. There's lots of people on the same... You've got a lot of people on that planet of yours.
Yes, I'm not on my own.
We've got Mark says Posick, but we have George, Simon, Anna, Jamie, Wendy, Pat, John, texter 903, Anna, Donna, texter 309, texter 997. Also, Kate and John in Norway with Anna-style frazzled brains. Frazzled Brian in Mulbarton. Mike, on my way to York to see George Thorogood, and Jonathan and Stephen all saying. I was worried that was some kind of joke. I wasn't getting them, but no, I think you are going to York. All of them saying reps with Bastwick.
Well, you're all as crazy as I am, and I often say the best people are often mad, so welcome aboard the crazy train.
Woohoo. Well done, everybody. This bodes well for this morning, doesn't it? I've been sent your starting point location photo because we've had a message in from Phil saying that could be anywhere in Norfolk, and I do agree. You're just stood in front of a field.
Yeah, I am. We don't want to give anything away.
But we now know you're in reps with Bastwick. Questmaster, hello.
Hello, yes, and George Thorogood, I know from my knowledge in my head, not just because I quickly looked him up, is an American musician.
Okay.
Apparently he does high energy boogie blues.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. So there you go. And the titles of some of his songs, you can just tell that. Like, I mean, one of his songs is called "I Drink Alone," and one of them is called "Bad to the Bone." So yeah, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Sounds great.
It just, you know exactly what you're getting from that, I think, don't you? And there's nothing wrong with that at breakfast, honestly. What is she like? Anna Perrow, have you revealed where Anna Perrow is starting today?
We have reps with Bastwick.
Yes,
she's had her breakfast.
Yes.
Hopefully not.
And as
that
Anna
concoction.
and I bonded when we met nearly 10 years ago through quoting Blackadder lines at each other, I'm sure she won't take offence if I say, "There you are, not there you be."
I love you, Questmaster.
I love you too, Anna Perrow, but I'm still going to make the clues as hard as possible today. Well, hopefully I have. Anyway, the clues are all written. I don't sit here and write them as we go. Well, I've done that once or twice in TQ. It's usually the other way around. Usually, if you're struggling, I'll try and make the next clue a bit easier.
Do you
or something.
actually?
I've only done that very, very occasionally.
Oh,
like
that's so kind.
Once in a blue moon, I will do that because, you know.
We need a spoon feed every now and then.
No. Well, I always say the perfect treasure quest, and after 14 years, I don't think, you know, I've learned how to do it yet. But the perfect treasure quest is either you win by a few seconds or you lose by a few seconds. That's the ideal. Anyway, let's pull the veil back over the back of the Punch and Judy show and get on with the actual show itself. Yes, they're in reps with Bastwick on the Broads there, and they have until exactly 5 minutes to 1 to solve today's 5 clues and find the treasure somewhere in Norfolk. They have no maps or navigational aids of any kind in the radio car, but we do know this is very much Anna's part of the world. So, you know, I think she'll be fairly confident.
And Wally's, to be fair.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
You see.
yes,
but Wally can. Yes, yeah. If we go by boat, it'd be fine. But yeah. Anyway, well, we have once or twice in TQ. We've never done a whole TQ on a boat, but maybe one day. Anyway. So no maps for them. Sophie has some maps to help guide them around, should they need it, and pinpoint them in the right direction. That's all the help Sophie's allowed. She can't go online and look at Google or Wikipedia or Facebook or anything like that. She's entirely reliant on you. yes, yeah. Like the old lottery ads. But of course, you're a very good source of help, and you can phone in, text in, email in, Facebook in, tweet in, WhatsApp in all the various ways you can usually get in touch with BBC Radio Norfolk. Plus, of course, the BBC Radio Norfolk Treasure Quest Facebook page, which is specially for us. But we mostly concentrate on the phone calls because it's nice to have you on air. It's nice to have a bit of a chat with Sophie and Anna and find out what you're doing. And you can explain the clue a bit as well, which works well, because sometimes someone might text in just one word. It might be right, it might be absolutely they've solved it dead on very quickly, but if they haven't sort of said why, it might be difficult for you to know if you should go, especially if by chance, by happenstance, you should happen not to understand the clue yourself. It's just possible that their one-word answer might not entirely help you unravel it on those rare occasions when that happens. But you don't have to phone in. You can text in all the other bits and pieces, but we like to try and concentrate on the phone calls. We pass some of the written stuff through as we go along. We can't put every single call on air normally because we normally get quite a few through the morning. So what we do is we try and put through a sort of rough balance of the calls we get. We put through some callers with right answers, we put through some callers with wrong answers, and it is up to Sophie and Anna and driver Wally to decide whose advice they will follow and where they will go for the clues and ultimately for the treasure. So that's about the width and length of it. They are in reps with Bastwick near Potter Higham. They have clue 1. Hopefully you have clue 1 as well, Sophie. So away you go.
Thank you very much.
I don't know if I've got clue 1 or not yet. Hang on. Oh, no, I do.
You got it?
No. Simon attempted to deliver your parcel today. That's not the clue, though, is it?
No.
That's not the clue.
Should I go for
Here
it?
we are.
You got it?
I think I've got it. Yeah, it is the 17th of July, isn't it?
It is.
Right, yeah, we can start
hang
now.
On, no, it's
not. It's the 24th.
No, okay. Well then I don't have the clue. It's not TH. That was last week's. So no, I don't have it. Sophie, you do it, please.
Okay. This is going so well. Right, clue 1. Take the act.
Well so far.
Take the act of interrupting and move a vowel along one. Villages? How? That's in quotation marks. No! Exclamation mark. Adjust the gap. Another exclamation mark. And find the reward for owning an insect. So take the act of interrupting and move a vowel along one. And then this next bit is in quotation marks. Villages? How? And then end quotation marks. No. Adjust the gap and find the reward for owning an insect. Where are they going from reps with Bastwick? Usually cut it off at a sort of 15-mile radius. Any ideas at all? Any inklings? Any word association? Everything welcome. It might be the thing that gets us on the road. 0800 389 7321 is the number to call. You'll be speaking with Questmaster or Ben on the phones, and it's a free phone number. You can text 81333, start your message with Norfolk, charged at your standard rate. You can also WhatsApp us for free. It's 08000 321 333. Again, pop Norfolk on the beginning of that. You can even record a little voice note if you like. A little frazzled voice note would be so welcome this morning if you'd like to join the Frazzled Club. And we haven't had many of those at all, so it would be lovely to hear one of those. Anyway, I think, Anna, I'm going to let that clue make its way to you, and we'll go over it again in a second. I'm just going to have a quick look and see what's happening on the roads. Having a look at the roads in Norfolk then, actually starting with public transport, we've got no service on Greater Anglia between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone, between Liverpool Street and Billericay as well because of engineering works. Then onto the roads, no major accidents to tell you about or delays. There are roadworks around those. Station Road is closed from Coles Drive to Wangford Road in Hockwall because of water main work. Temporary lights in Norwich on Earlham Road near Paragon Place, and Abbey Road is closed from Flixton to St Peter South Elmham because of works on the telecom cables. If you spot anything while you're out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, the free phone number is 0800 389 7321.
At BBC Radio Norfolk, we bring you the news as it happens.
A major incident was declared by Norfolk Fire Service as the UK's hottest day since records began caused devastation.
Our dedicated reporters are out on the scene.
In 20 years of working at BBC Radio Norfolk, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I don't think I've ever heard a story like this.
Meeting the people affected.
All I got is a pair of jeans and a T-shirt to my name. That's all I got left.
We've been childminding there for 22 years and the whole property has gone.
The fishermen, for example, were filling up every single IBC and tanker they had to put it on standby.
I can't allow myself to think what's happened.
bringing you Norfolk's news first.
The sound of Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
Treasure Quest with Sophie Little.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
Welcome along. If you've just joined us, Anna Perrow is out and about in the county this morning looking for that treasure. Ooh. Have you got the clue? Has it come to you?
I've got it 4 times, so it's definitely here now.
Good.
Clue 1. Take the act of interrupting and move a vowel along one. Villagers? How? No. Just adjust the gap and find the reward for owning an insect.
Any ideas?
Take the act of interrupting. Butt in?
Oh, I like that. That's good. Oh, I'm gonna dish you out one of these.
Oh my gosh, I get the organ as well. Oh, wonderful.
So you butt in.
my
I like
favourite
that.
one.
Butt in. Move a vowel along.
Move a vowel along.
So Jeannie says, thank you, Jeannie, for your message. If you take act and move the A along, you get cat. So perhaps Catfield. I like that. So take the act of interrupting. What's the interrupting bit, Jeannie? I really like that, and I would just send them straight to Catfield. But can you just explain the interrupting bit to me, because I don't get that bit. Thank you. Mark T on Facebook says, owning insect could be beekeeping. Yes.
Oh,
I like. Oh, so would the reward be honey?
Honey.
Hey, Mark, well done, dude. That's good. Okay,
That's good.
Right, possibly looking for honey, but where are we going? So, any ideas, please? 0800 389 7321. It'd be so nice to talk to you this morning. So, take the act of interrupting and move a vowel along one. Villagers? How? No, adjust the gap and find the reward for owning an insect. What's around you? Let's see.
I don't
what have we got? You've got.
We have got Martham. We've got
Catfield.
Ludham. Potterham.
How Hill.
That might fit the How.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hemsby.
Yeah.
Hemsby.
We've got Ormsby, St Margaret, Philby, Upton, Ackles, not that far. Thrigby.
Philby, yeah.
Very nice. Billockby, Clipsby, all the bees. South Walsham. Upper Street, Horning, Houghton. I mean, I could do this for a long time, but we've got a message coming in. So let's have a look. Simon. Heckling is the act of interrupting. If you then move the E to an I, you get hickling. Oh my goodness. So A-E-I...
They've got an event on today, I'm sure of it.
That works well, doesn't it? A-E-I-O-U, so E to the I. Is that what you're saying, Simon? You'd move it? You'd put an I there instead? Shall we just go? Do you like it enough to just go?
Hickling. I think that's... Because I know there's something happening. Something possibly to do with strawberries.
Okay.
I might have made that up. No, I think it's like a village fair-ish.
With strawberries.
I can't remember. So it was put on a playgroup WhatsApp group. Because I go to the little play group there with baby Billy. And so, there is something happening, but I can't really remember what.
Well, that's good.
This is exciting.
Well. It is. It's very exciting. Now, you're happy getting there? You know where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're quietly confident there.
Good. Lovely. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Seatbelts on. Off you go. What are they doing in Hickling? Give us a shout if you think you know what they're doing.
Can I just interrupt?
Please
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
We've got some other business to do, and it would be terribly rude for us to just shoot off.
Oh.
Can you come over here, please?
Oh, hello. Let me move.
There's a man here wants to invite you to open something here.
Oh, okay.
Judge.
Hello.
You have to be
Hello,
quick, please.
Anna. Yeah, we've got a big show on. I've written to you a couple of times.
Have you?
At Radio Norfolk.
Oh, what's your name?
John Burton.
John.
I spoke to you last year.
Did you?
Oh, they've gone. I'll let them handle that social engagement. The car's gone, so I'm assuming they're possibly on their way, although it doesn't usually dip out. But we'll catch up with them again soon, and I reckon they'll be on their way. We do have a call coming through, though, so I'll just wait for a second and see who we're talking to, see what we're doing in Hickling, perhaps. I can see it is Richard in Wyndham. Hi, Richard.
Hello.
Hello. How are we?
Well, thanks to you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Don't really going with Hickling. It's a strawberry fair and village show at Tate Loke.
Tate Loke. Tate Loke. How's that spelled?
Tate.
Tate Loke.
Yeah, Tate.
Oh, perfect. Tate Loke, a strawberry fair.
Yes, and village show.
Amazing. So Anna wasn't wrong when she was thinking strawberries. That's great.
No,
okay,
no,
so
no. There's one thing that worries me in there, though.
Yeah, go on.
That says you can take part in your wacky races and chicken chucking.
Right. I think.
Well, there's chicken chucking.
They're not. I've never heard of chicken chucking, to be honest with you.
I hope they don't.
I'm hoping that they're not real. I'm hoping they're probably rubber chickens. But do you know what? We'll very much see, won't we?
We will.
In fact, stay there a second, Richard. Anna, are you there?
Yeah, I am there.
Have you heard of
I'm
chicken
not sure
chucking?
I can chuck a chicken. No, I can do a mean impression. I don't want to chuck one.
Okay, well, we'll...
Sorry.
Oh, dearie me. What?
It says chucking, not clucking.
Very well said, Richard. Thank you very much. Right. I feel like the heat's getting to us all today already. Thank you, Richard. We're going to send them to Hickling, to this strawberry fair. Those chickens and that. Little here in the studio, and Anna Perro is out and about in the county in that car with Wally Webb driving, searching for the clues today. Anna, hello.
Hello. We are coming into Hickling at the
Great.
moment, just going past the, I think it's Ha Farm campsite on the left. And I'm assuming it's at the Village Hall you go past the Greyhound pub and it's there on your right. I think.
I'm not sure. It's on... Tate Loke is the road, I believe.
Fine, but it is the Village Hall, though, is it? Because I know the way to the Village Hall.
I think so. Yes, I think so.
I did some weeding there the other day with the group.
Now.
Yeah.
Your calendar, Anna, is full of the most fascinating things. We've got some messages in that might shed some light on this, actually. Hickling Barn has a fair and dog show today, says Mark T. Thank you, Mark. Are we doing that, or are we going to the
show and fair
village
right?
show?
It says there, Wally. Yep, show and fair right.
Perfect.
Yep, that's what it said. There's a yellow sign there. We'll follow that.
Duncan says, adjust the gap of villages. How? And you get village show. So you're going somewhere with a village show today. Sue on Facebook saying, villages how? Village show? Yeah, thank you very much to both of you for that. Great work. And then Donna says, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the clue, but the preschool is known as Hickling Honeys. So, honeys, maybe that's something to do with it. Maybe that's something you're looking for when you actually get to the village show.
Oh, possibly. That does make really good sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, something to do with honey. Maybe the Hickling Honeys then. So are you close by?
We are just passing the pleasure boat, and we've got the nature reserve coming up. Keep going round, Wally. I would. Got the lovely stays there. Yeah, keep going round. You've got the if you keep going round, you'll go down what looks like a cul-de-sac, but actually it's the entrance to the village hall. It's quite a strange entrance. I'm sure they won't mind me saying. It's a very beautiful hall, enormous in fact, and it's got a lovely field as well.
Oh,
and a nice playground now that we've weeded it.
Were there many weeds?
We were.
Oh, you're in and out. I'll let you get a stronger signal.
That's it. Keep going, Wally. Keep you going. That's that panelled roof.
Here, keep you going.
That's it.
Something about the roof.
Oh, we are. Solar panelled roof.
Solar panelled roof. Lovely. Okay.
That's it. Keep going a bit more, Wally. Got to go through the weird. They've got an ice cream van. Yes.
No, don't get distracted.
What's lovely about this part of Hickling? So it's if you turn left in next bit, Wally. That's it, just here.
And before we get here, there's a really nice section of this area that they've got raised beds on. Left here, Wally. That's it. Well done. Oh, we're in a queue. The queue already. That's nice, isn't it?
What, a queue to get in, to go and park?
Yeah. Well, no, there's only 3 cars. It's not a queue. I don't know at what point it becomes a queue. Who are we looking for? We're looking perhaps for the preschool people group, because they're called the Honeys. We're not looking for the
Hickling Honeys,
preschoolers. The Hickling Honeys. Sounds like a girl band, doesn't it?
It's lovely, lovely words together. Hickling Honeys. Cute.
Oh, do you think I'll give her some strawberries? I've got some money with me.
I'm sure they will.
It's always wise to bring money on Treasure Quest, isn't it?
BBC Radio Norfolk, Treasure Quest Live. We're looking for the preschool group, please.
I'm going to direct you to the barn.
Thank you.
Oh, the barn.
Yeah.
If you like to park, see that lady? Oh, you can't.
If we park as close as possible because of the broadcast.
I've only found 60p.
Okay. Anna, how do you pick a strawberry? Do you go for the biggest ones that are red? Like, how do you find the sweet, juicy ones? I never know. The ones I always go for are never the right ones.
Yeah.
The problem is you have to keep trying before you're buying, and then you end up with a lot of trying and less buying, and you end up full, and then it's As Questmaster always says, he says you have to weigh them before you go in and out, if ever you go fruit picking with children or adults. I'm finding, because I'm like you. I don't really know which one. Which type is the best to go for?
He's clarifying children. You should weigh children when you go in and when you come out, when you're strawberry picking.
Well, I've only got 60p, so that might have to do. I'm going. Off we go. Do you want the phone, Wally? There you are, dear. Right then, I'll take my 60 pence and I'll raise you a punnet of strawberries. Hello. Oh, thanks very much. It's nice to be here. You've got good weather, haven't you? What's your name?
I'm Maggie Prettyman.
Hello. Oh, a lovely name, Maggie. Gosh.
Come in.
Oh,
Come in and
wow.
welcome.
Sophie Little, as I live and breathe, we have got so many fruits and vegetables and flower arrangements all ready to be judged, or have they been judged already?
They've all been judged already, and the prize-winning table is over there with the best in show, and all the other prize winners are over there for you to take a look at.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to go round and have a look, I think, if that's all right.
Because we're looking for a prize.
We're looking for a prize as well, aren't we? Oh, there's a cake there. Don't look at the cake. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Walk straight past.
Put your blinkers on.
I'm looking at the honeys here to see if there's anything cluey with the honeys. I'm seeing brown, like tinges of brown envelope, but they're not the manila that I'm used to. Right. If you know what I mean. Right, okay. We have got awards here. It's not the manila at all. It's a red envelope that says Clue 2 next to a honey pot with some honey.
Woohoo!
Yes, and the reason the honey's there is because it's with the Beekeeper's Trophy at the Hickling Village Show. So take the act of interrupting, heckling, and move a vowel along one. If you move the first vowel in heckling along to the next vowel in the sequence of vowels, you get E to I, so you get heckling turns into hickling. Villages, how? No! Adjust the gap. If you move the gap in villages, how? You get village show. I think Duncan got that first, then Sue got it very quickly as well. And find the reward for owning an insect. The Beekeeper's Trophy there at the Hickling village show. And yesterday, obviously I work with Anna on Saturdays when she does the garden party, and they did the What's Ons in the garden party yesterday. And at the end of the What's Ons, Alan Gray said to Anna, he said, can I just say they've got the Hickling Village show tomorrow? And he said about that, and he said, will you be going along, Anna? And Anna said, I don't think so, because I'm doing Treasure Quest, so I wouldn't be able to go along. So I was just sitting there going, yes, just not saying anything. So Anna said, no, I don't. Maybe I'll go along later. I'm not sure. I've got to do Treasure Quest. So yes, so there we are. So she was going all the time, but of course Alan didn't know that because it's all a big secret. But we'll hear all about that in a moment. But hopefully, Anna's got Clue 2, and I've now sent it to you as well, Sophie.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Anna. Over to you.
Well, I've ripped, so I'll read. Clue 2. You can use what you have here to make mother come to a stop. Today, an animal of fortune is charming, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. Clue 2, we're based in Hickling. Where do we go next? You can use what you have here to make mother come to a stop. Today, an animal of fortune is charming, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you.
Ooh, okay, where are we going then from Hickling? 0800 389 7321. Any ideas, please? Call them in and have a chat with us on air. That'd be lovely. You can send a text to us if you'd rather. It's 81333. Pop Norfolk on the beginning of it. It's charged at your standard rate. If you have WhatsApp, we have WhatsApp too. You can WhatsApp us. It's 08000 321 333 and you pop Norfolk on the beginning of that, and that's free. There's also the Treasure Quest Facebook page if you want to go have a chat on there, and you can see the clues written down there as well, which is sometimes quite useful. So clue 2, you can use what you have here to make mother come to a stop. Today, an animal of fortune is charming, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. Have a think about that. As I said, that number, if you have any ideas, is 0800 389 7321. Anna, now, the produce and stuff there, are they like really big vegetables? Is it that kind of stuff?
They are enormous vegetables. Yeah. Well, all sorts. Maggie, come back here. Yes. Look, we're going to talk through some of these because we've got a carrot here that is in a very peculiar shape. I love it. It's got sunglasses on as well.
It's won the prize for the best misshaped vegetable this year. It looks just like a little man dancing, really, doesn't it? With long green hair.
It's super. And we've got a miniature cucumber that's come second that looks like a swan.
That's another misshaped vegetable.
It's wonderful. Yes. But just looking through these, Maggie, you've got some beautiful plates of food that have been put forward for judging. Did you do any of the judging?
No, we have a separate team of judges, so they're judged independently. So we don't have anybody from the who's putting entries in doing the judging.
Did you? So you did? Did you put anything in yourself?
I did put some entries in.
Go on. Yes. What's yours then?
Well, I won best prize for my marmalade. I'm very pleased.
Congratulations, Paddington would be proud. Absolutely. Well, I'm intrigued with the honey pot because it's absolutely, what a beautiful award. Yes. And can we give the details of who's won that?
Okay, so the winner of the best honey producer in Hickling this year is Andy Hilton, and he's got a variety of hives around the village. We decided to put a trophy in to encourage local beekeeping, to encourage local sustainability and support our bees. So it's been running, the honey prize has been running for 2 or 3 years so far, and every year we get more entries, which is wonderful. We've got more and more beekeepers in the village, which is a fantastic thing.
And great if you've got hay fever.
Absolutely, yes. Everybody's. I'm very fortunate. I've got 2 hives on my flower meadow, and everybody who lives local to me likes to get a pot of my honey so they can cure their hay fever as soon as it starts. Yeah.
Well, there's more than this to come and look at if you are coming along to Hickling today. Just remind everyone of the times and the cost to get in, because it's quite cheap to get in.
It's very cheap to get in. It's just £2 entry for adults. Children are free. £1 for parking. The gates are open now. We're open until 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've got burgers, we've got pizzas, we've got teas, we've got strawberry teas, we've got the Remnants Band playing. They're just setting up their instruments. We've got a fabulous dog show where you can bring your family dog and hopefully win a prize for maybe the handsomest dog in Hickling, maybe. We've got some professional photographers who are doing dog portraits today, and they're donating everything to the charity. So it's a wonderful charity event. We can't, too many things to talk about. We were a bit disappointed because we haven't got anybody running the chicken shucking yet, but we're hoping that that's going to be set up soon.
It's not real chickens, is it?
No, it's a rubber chicken, and it's great fun. So we're just looking for a volunteer to set that up. But apart from that, everything is running. There's a bar. So the ladies are setting up the teas and cakes, masses of homemade cakes today. So it would be lovely for people to come along. And we're not just our charity, but we're supporting the local Stalham Guides and Rainbows. Our local chapel has got a store here. So everybody's making money for facilities for people in and around Hickling.
Brilliant. It's been so lovely to come and see you guys. It looks absolutely wonderful, and I know it's going to be a busy day.
All right, and you're welcome anytime. Thank you for coming, and thank you, Treasure Quest. We really appreciate this.
Maggie, that's our pleasure. It really is. Oh, well, Sophie, what a treat to be here. Are we getting anything? I don't want to leave, but I know we're going to have to.
Well, you might not have to if we've got nothing in, as far as I'm aware at the moment.
Oh, great.
So
fine.
we'll come back to the clue in a second. We'll refresh everybody and see what we get in. But what I might do before that is just have a quick look and see what's happening on our roads. Having a look at the roads in Norfolk, there are no accidents reported or major delays at the moment. On public transport, we've got no service on Greater Anglia between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone because of engineering works. Back onto the roads, and there are some roadworks to watch out for. So the A1065 London Road is closed. This is from Whitecross Road to Haspel's Road in Swaffham. There's water main work that means Station Road in Hockwold is closed at the moment from Cowles Drove to Wangford Road. And in Norwich, some temporary lights to contend with on Reefham Road at Woodview Road because of work on the telecom cables there. If you spot anything while you're out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, the free phone number is 0800 389 7321.
Breakfast on BBC Radio Norfolk.
We're finding more people who are beginning to express worry to us about how they're actually going to just manage. And that's for a whole variety of reasons. They're worried about raising kind of costs. People are worried about rent prices and things going up.
Those entitled to tax credits and that have got to wait till the autumn. So it's a lot of those that are coming to us, and we've had to stock up now on snacks, juice drinks, just so people can come in and grab extra bits just to see them through the holidays.
The zoo's back on track. I think accommodation in North Norfolk is going to also go back to 2019, but our main thing obviously is the zoo, and we think that'll be about the same.
Back Monday morning from 6.
The sound of Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
This is Treasure Quest with Sophie Little and Anna Perrault today, and we are trying to crack Clue 2 with your help. So you can use what you have here to make Mother come to a stop. Today, an animal of fortune is charming, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. So where are we going from Hickling? 0800 389 7321 is the number to call, please. We've had a call, Anna. We've got Marilyn on the line. Hi, Marilyn.
Oh, hello. Have I got Sophie?
It is, yeah, it's me. Hello.
Hello. I think they need to go to Stalham.
Ooh, why's that?
It's just above Hickling.
Just above Hickling. And why do you think they're going there?
Well, to make Mother come to a stop. Mother could be Ma, M-A, and come to a stop is Halt. And Ma and Halt, you can get that out of Stalham.
Like an anagram?
Yes.
Ooh, I think you've done it, Marilyn. Have one of these. So Ma and Holt.
Yes.
And that's Stalham. That's brilliant. Oh, thank you so much, Marilyn. We will head there, I think.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much. And thank you for solving
Stalham.
it. Bye.
And I know the way. Thank you, Maggie. Good luck for today. Thank you. Oh,
are you happy with that,
Sophie,
Anna?
I'm delighted, but also, can I just say, if you are local to around this area, please come along. If you are crafty as well, they have got the most beautiful craft section where they've, there's a multicoloured octopus that's been knitted. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so, I can't bang on about it more. No one's doing anything today, so come here. All right, there we are. I've been told. Stalham, and I know the way, so we are in luck, and I'm sure Wally does as well.
Well, I'm very, very pleased about that because that means I'm not going to even glance at my map for now. I have been sent the picture of that carrot. Oh my goodness.
It's the cucumber that looks like a swan on there as well.
No, it's not.
Here.
I've just got this carrot. It's like...
Yep, left.
It's got all sorts of bits coming out of it. I'm not sure what to make of it. I love the face that someone's attached to it with the sunglasses. It's a thing of beauty. You should go to Hickling today just to see it.
Yeah, it is really good. There's so much to see, and yeah, £2 entry. That's for adults, and get all your kids there, and just have a lovely afternoon. Don't forget your sun cream, though. It's blooming hot.
I know it's going to be a hot one today. Okay, well, so we think Stalham then, thanks to Marilyn. So you can use what you. Oh, you're in and out. You're in and out. That signal's coming and going. So you can use what you have here to make Mother come to a stop. Today, an animal of fortune is charming, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. So what's happening in Stalham today? How can we make that fit the clue? 0800 389 7321. If you've joined us for the first time, I should just tell you that I'm not allowed to use the internet, so I can't Google that or have a look on listings or anything like that. I really am reliant on you telling us what's on and what we might be going to. So do get in touch if you can help us with that. Anna, are you there?
I am, but we've got some people in front of us who are currently lost. And directions are being given, so that's nice.
That's nice.
I believe there's something... I was listening to Ed Smith yesterday morning on Saturday Breakfast in for Kirstine Thorne, and he spoke to the mayor of Stalham, and he was saying something that something's happening at Stalham today. I believe it's something foodie. Turn right here, Wally. I sound like a right madam, don't I? Please, I should say.
Yes,
right
madam.
here, what?
Yes, my lady.
Could you put the glass up in between us, please? No, don't. I'm only joking. Oh, dear.
We've had some messages in, Anna. I think tying in with what you were hearing on it with Ed Smith, we've got John on Facebook here saying, I can only help with the last line. So the last line was where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. And that's the mayor is waiting. So the 5th month is May plus an alternative is or. So the mayor is waiting. Andrew, well done to you as well.
Goodness, that's clever.
Yeah, I know. So good, right?
Ta-da!
Oh, hang on. Thank you very much. Very nearly forgot that then. So we've got Jeannie as well saying there's a shop in Stalham called Black Cat Charms. Today an animal of fortune is charming. Black Cat Charms, Jeannie. Okay.
Oh, clever.
Simon saying, Ma Holtz is an anagram of Stalham, as has been said. An animal of fortune could be lucky rabbit's foot, lucky charm maybe. 5th month is May plus alternative equals or, so that's mare. There is a street market in Stalham today, so either the mare is opening it or there is a stall with lucky charms. Simon, you have worked tirelessly on this clue, and I appreciate it, and I think you're very much getting us to the right place, so thank you for that. We've also
Get
got...
yourself another cup of tea, Simon.
I know. Simon, put your feet up for a second, because you've done a lot of work. That's brilliant. We've got Sue saying there is a street market at Stalham today. The mayor was on Radio Norfolk yesterday promoting it, just like you said, Anna. And then Mark M on Facebook says yam. Thank you, Mark. I'm going to figure out what you mean by that in a second. Yam. You have to come to stop. We'll throw that into the pot.
Something edible?
Isn't that
Can you eat yams?
Isn't yam sweet potato? No? Or is it something else similar to sweet potato? Ben's nodding at me. He's there's some sort of recognition that you can eat them, I think, Anna. We'll research that. And you get yourselves to Stalham. Look out for Black Cat Charms. I think that sounds promising. It's a shop.
We will.
And we will...
And the mayor.
And the mayor. Yeah, if you see the mayor in the meantime...
Necklace. The shiny necklace.
Exactly.
And his beads.
And his beads.
Chains, not beads.
It's not Mardi Gras. Right,
They're not beads. Very different event.
Right, okay. You travel. We'll catch up in a bit.
Very superstitious. goes on its way. 13 months old baby, looks a looking grace. 7 years of bad luck. The things in your face. And you believe in things that you don't understand, and you suffer. For frustration ain't the way. No, no, no.
Stevie Wonder, Superstition on BBC Radio Norfolk. You're listening to Treasure Quest. I'm Sophie Little in the studio here, out and about in the car today. Wally's driving it, and Anna Perro's looking for the clues and ultimately the treasure that we need to find before 5-1 to call it a win. Anna, hello.
Oh, yeah, hello. We're just at the Baptist church and we've just been let the high-vis person is letting us through. Hello, morning. I'm going to open my window.
You're in Stalham.
Here we go. Oh, and it's looking... Oh, we're in Stalham already. We're on the high street, Sophie, right at the bottom.
Well done.
And so we are going to shimmy our way up with our blinkers on.
Yes.
And we could be parting of the human waves, if you know what I mean, but in a very safe way, if you know what I mean with that.
Yes.
So, yeah, we are looking for the mayor. We've got somebody wandering around with an enormous plant. Someone else has bought some furniture. And many dogs wandering around. Oh, it's going to be some great events around here.
Yeah.
Lovely. So we are being paraded. It's a bit like a float at a...
a really underwhelming one.
We are... a really underwhelming float. Hello. Oh, that looks nice. They've got a little food van there. Oh, and they've got slushies on the go.
Oh,
People's gardens looking good. So could I. You know they do beer ones now.
No, they don't.
Beer
don't
slushies.
Don't. No, that sounds just wonderful.
Too good to be true.
30 degrees Celsius and a beer slushie in an afternoon.
Oh, you'll love these.
We've got into a nap.
What's nice? I'm doing like a.
Oh, she's gone. Oh, dear. Well, it sounded lovely. I'll stick with it a second and see if she comes back, because we have a few minutes until Graham has a news update for us, hoping that she might get the next clue before that. They have very much just fallen off the face of the planet, though. So, wow, what do we do? Well, we're hoping that she's going to find the mayor. I could hear Wally Webb saying, "Where's the mayor?" which was beautiful. Maybe they found him or her, and yeah, are they at that shop? The shop that we're looking for is Black Cat Charms, perhaps. Are you there? You're sort of in and out.
Just out past Reds, the sauce, car, goats, moisturiser. No, what?
It's just in and out, Anna, and we're getting the occasional word. I think you said goats at one point, but it makes absolutely no sense. It's just like random words every other second. Such poor signal. Are you there? No? Oh, crumbs. Right, I think we should probably try and get her on the phone. I'm sure Questmaster's working on that right now. He's usually 10 steps ahead of me on that. So, right, we've got you on the phone, Anna.
Wonderful. Whenever we're on Treasure Quest in Stalham, there never is any signal. Hello, are you all right? Oh, it's just nice being here, Sophie, because it's my hometown.
Oh.
It's, I say hometown. I don't live here anymore, but that's where I grew up, so I feel like I'm at home.
Lovely. So where are you now?
A few moments ago, I was saying, oh, hang on, my headphones have fallen off. Oh,
I think you're back on the car.
Am I back on the car? Wonderful.
Well, I bought that then, put my headphones back on. I went past the goat's milk moisturiser section.
Oh, that's
so
where
I'm sorry if
goats
you heard
came
random
from.
Goats mentioned.
Yes, no, I was thinking they've got goats there as well. Yeah.
I haven't found the mayor in his jewellery yet, but we have got Maggie here. Hi, Maggie. And what's your... Oh, you are the mayor.
I've
Where's
got
your...
my high vis on today, I'm afraid, because I'm working.
That's all right.
Anna, we've got
some bling.
Just so you know, we've got
I
about
haven't got
40
any bling
seconds.
today, but I promise you next time you come, we will have it.
We've got about 40 seconds. I need to find this clue, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Where am I going, Kevin? Over here. Let's have a look. Right, we're going to go... Oh, Black Cat Charms. Exactly what I was meant to... for, what's in it? Now, clue. We're looking for clue. Hello, doggy. Right, 40 seconds before the... Oh, I found it. We've got it. Clue.
Go on then.
Here.
Wait, open it, read it.
I'm ripping it. Here we go, Norfolk.
Go on, Anna.
Clue 3. Over half of this is the very least good, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks, with she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be, the face of the power might get you there in rhyme.
0800 389 7321. What on earth does that mean? We'll catch up with the team and hear it again in a few minutes.
On the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker,
Play BBC Radio Norfolk.
and on your radio.
The sound of Norfolk is
BBC Radio Norfolk.
At 11 with the latest BBC News for Norfolk, I'm Graham Barnard. The Bishop of Norwich is at the Church of St Nicholas in Ashhill near Watton this morning, one of the Norfolk villages ravaged by fire during last week's heatwave. Dozens of homes were damaged or destroyed in Poringland, Brancaster Staithe, Ashmanhall as well as Ashhill. The Right Reverend Graham Usher spoke to BBC Radio Norfolk earlier.
This morning I'm going to spend time with the congregation at Ashhill to just be with them, to pray with them, to be alongside them in what has been an immensely challenging week where 12 homes have been damaged or destroyed, and just simply be there at their morning service.
Travellers and lorry drivers are being warned for the third day to expect delays in trying to cross the Channel. A major incident alert remains in place at the Port of Dover and the Eurotunnel in Folkestone. Some Eurotunnel passengers spent the night in their cars trying to get to the terminal. John Keefe is the Director of Public Affairs for Eurotunnel.
We manage the bit between the check-in and the departure of the trains. That's what our job is to do. And that bit kept moving. We kept flowing at the rate that we'd forecast. We kept our customers moving through to their departures all the way through the day. And we're doing the same again this morning, where we've actually carried slightly more passengers than we would have expected to by this time.
Both candidates in the race to become the next Conservative leader have promised a crackdown on migration. Norfolk MP Liz Truss said she would extend the UK's plan to send asylum seekers to Rwanda and increase the number of Border Force staff. Rishi Sunak, though, said he would tighten the definition of who qualifies for asylum and introduce a cap on refugee numbers. It's the final day of the Latitude Festival near Southwold, as well as many big names. There are plenty of artists from the region getting a chance to perform. The band 3 Years Younger will be on stage later, and they can't wait.
We are so excited. We've been preparing for the last few months, and we're finally here, and we can't believe it.
Yeah, we actually can't wait. Our whole summer has been building up to this moment, and Latitude is it's been a dream venue for years, so we're so excited.
The start of the school summer holidays means peak time for Norfolk's attractions. After a gruelling couple of years through the pandemic, the next 6 weeks will be a very welcome time for many local businesses. Ben Marshall is from Wroxham Barns.
We've actually doubled in size, so we've gained 10 more acres, so that's a huge new area to explore, which is called the Field of Fun. So over there we're growing a 2-acre pig-themed maze for our visitors to walk through. We've got a brand new sunflower meadow, which is stunning. We've bought a foam machine, so we've got children's daily foam parties.
And your weather. Very warm and sunny this afternoon, highs of 30 Celsius, if not 31 in places. For an update anytime, you can ask your smart speaker to play BBC News for Norfolk.
Thank you, Graham.
Treasure Quest on BBC Radio Norfolk.
Well, hello again. We are on second hour of Treasure Quest this Sunday morning. Sophie Little in the studio, Anna Perro out and about running and grabbing those clues. We want to get the treasure before 5 to 1. And just before Graham gave us his news update, we had left Anna with clue 3 in her hands in Stalham. She gave it a good go to give it a read, but it was slightly rushed. So we'll hear that again in a second and start working on that. What we didn't get to do was solve clue 2 to Questmaster. Hello.
Yeah, and obviously this is the part that everyone tunes in for, hearing me come on and do solutions. So I don't want to disappoint my legion of fans out there.
They'll be very mad if we don't do this.
Well, precisely, exactly. So you can use what you have here to make Mother come to a stop. Yes, Ma halts. And if Ma halts, you can use those letters to create an anagram of Stalham. Today, an animal of fortune is charming. Yes, a black cat. And when I think of black cat, there's 2 black cats that hang about. I don't know where they live. They live somewhere near where I live, obviously. But often when I get home, particularly on a Saturday for some reason, they're often hanging about outside my flat. They're obviously siblings, these 2 black cats, and they sit there, often on top of the wheelie bins or something.
It's waiting for you.
The fact that there's 2 of them together, they look synchronous. Sometimes I'll come out the back door of the flat and they'll be sitting there together on the parking space out the back there, just sort of hanging out outside my flat, which is, yeah, so there you go. Anyway, I always think of those 2. Hello to those cats if you're listening in Norwich. Today, an animal fortune is charming, so black cat charms, the stall you were looking for, where the 5th month plus an alternative awaits you. The 5th month is May, alternatives or the mayor of Stalham. And Lolly, who very kindly set this up for us, Lolly arranged for us to go there today. I said to her, how Anna recognised the mayor? Will we have a chain? And she said, well, we haven't got the chains yet, but they're on order, apparently, the chains. So
where'd you get mayor
I don't know,
chains
we'll
from?
find out maybe.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to say, we got a tweet yesterday from Melissa saying how proud she was to hear her dad, the mayor of Stalham, on the breakfast show yesterday with Ed. So Melissa will be even more proud to hear him on Treasure Quest today, I'm sure. So his cup runneth over. But yes, where do you buy mayoral chains from? We'll find out all that and what's going on at the Artisan and food market in Stalham there today.
If they're not too expensive, I quite fancy a set.
You just want to wear
to
around the
prove
house,
yourself.
yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure, Al would love that if you'd walk
I'm
around.
sure he would.
Hello, yes. Give me a cup of tea. Yes.
Of this house. Yes, a cup of tea would be my first demand. Thank you very much, Questmaster. So, Anna, we gave the clue a read once, but would you like to give it another go? And I'll give the number out.
I would love to give it another read. Here we are. Clue 3. Over half of this is the very least good, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks. With she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be, the face of the power might get you there in rhyme. Clue 3. Over half of this is the very least good, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks. With she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be, the face of the power might get you there in rhyme.
OK, what does that mean then? And where are we going from Stalham? 0800 389 7321 is the number to call. It's free phone. And we would love to chat to you. Or you can just tell Questmaster or Ben your message and they'll pop it through. 81333 if you want to send us a text message. Just start it with Norfolk. It's charged at your standard rate. You can WhatsApp us for free. It's 08000 321 333. Start that with Norfolk, or head to the Treasure Quest Facebook page, where I believe that carrot photo might be as well. I'm not 100% sure, but there may be the carrot photo on there too. It's well worth a look. And you can go and have a chat about the clue on there too. So just one more time. Over half of this is the very least good, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks. With she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be, the face of the power might get you there in rhyme. Anna, over to you. I know it's very busy in Stalham and you have a mayor with you.
It is thriving. Stalham, I'm delighted to say, is buzzing with life, and it's really great to see it. Kevin, thank you so much for speaking to us. Your daughter Melissa is very proud of you, not only for doing these radio bits, but for what you've achieved. Isn't that nice to hear?
It's brilliant to hear. Yeah, I'm very proud myself in for the people of Stalham. Stalham, as I say, I've been here 58 years out of my 61 on this earth, and I loved every minute of it. I believe in Stalham passionately. Today is a great opportunity to bring a market back into Stalham. It's thriving, as you can see. The street is packed. We're seeing a lot of stalls. We've got over 40 stalls here today. Wow. And it looks fantastic. And the weather is beautiful for it. So if people are out in and around the area or calling down to the beach today, pop in and just have a look around Stalham.
Yeah. I know you're trying to really create a real buzz environment in Stalham. It's not always had the most amazing reputation. That's on the turn.
It's definitely on the turn. It's my fellow councillors that we're working together really strongly in terms of what we see as a vision. We're working on a strategic plan or a strategic vision for Stalham for the next 10 years. We're working on a neighbourhood plan. We're working on a Stalham Chamber of Commerce. Several projects that we're trying to bring together, all sing from the same hymn suites, to try and bring funding into the area. And to actually make Stalham a more vibrant place to want to live, work and belong, and a community, a place for the community.
Oh, it's just what they need. Really it is. Your chains are on the way, I hear. They're on order.
They are on the way, without a doubt.
This is a strange question, and we're only curious. I mean, how much are chains? I mean, as I know we've got the Black Cat charms here, and I'm sure they could knock something up for you, but that's really interesting.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, we want to keep it within our budget. We don't want to spend an awful lot of taxpayers' money, so we're being quite prudent on what we get. But at the same time, we do need something to reflect the office that we're putting in place. And Stalham needs to know that, this is raising the profile of Stalham. And at the same time, you've got other market towns that have all got mayors. This is the only one that hasn't had a mayor. We have a right to have a mayor, and that's what we've decided to do. So it's about raising the profile and putting Stalham back on the map.
Well, that's lovely to speak to you, and just nice to see you, Maggie.
Thank
You
you.
enjoying today? What do you want to have a look at?
Everything. I'm up by the gin things.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, Maggie. Bloomin' egg. Well, we have to say hello to Black Cat Charms. Hello, what's your name?
Ros.
Ros, these are some beautiful items on here. Just sell your wares live on BBC Radio Norfolk for us.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've got handmade sun catchers, we've got key rings, bag charms, bookmarks, a little bit of everything really.
And a lucky dip.
Of course, you've got to have a lucky dip.
Are you local to this area?
Yeah, not too far down the road, about 5 miles down the road.
Yeah, and you wanted to come and be at Stalham?
Of course, we always do Stalham events, always really well attended. We love coming here.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Nice to see you. And I don't really want to leave, Mona Sophie, but I will, because we have to answer this clue and move on. How are people doing?
Well, we've had one message in, and it's from Jeannie. Jeannie says, Paul McCartney sings about Mother Mary in Let It Be. Are you all right? Everything okay?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
The table tipped over, and all the key rings are on the floor. We'll help.
Crumbs.
We'll help. And
you
stay.
help with that. Okay.
There's a bit of a wind, but we're all right.
Okay. So Paul McCartney sings about Mother Mary and Let It Be. This is his own mother, who he said came to him in a dream and inspired the song, but many people think he's referring to the Virgin Mary. So that could tie in with that line, with she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be. So something to do with Mary then, perhaps? We've got a couple of callers. Betty's on the line first. Hi, Betty.
Hi, I switched off and I didn't tell people, may have already suggested this, but I'm suggesting Worcester.
Well, why is that?
Well, the least best, or I've totally forgotten what
it was over half of this is the very least good.
Yeah, so that is the worst. So take away a little bit of that, because it said over half, so you get W-O-R-S.
Yeah.
And then something about what a Cockney might think with.
Oh, yeah, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks.
Yeah, E-A-D, Ed, head, I don't know.
Oh, where a Londoner thinks, yeah, on your head. So, yeah, so worsted.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that very much, Betty. I think that's grand. Right, we've got a couple more calls to take, Betty, so I'll see if they're saying the same thing, but I reckon I'm going to... John in Norwich is agreeing with you already on message.
Goody.
I think you've done it. Right, we'll send them there in a second. Thank you so much for calling.
Pleasure, bye.
Thank you, bye. And we've got Carol on the line. Carol, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. And are you agreeing with Betty?
Absolutely.
Yay!
Worse than Ed.
Bye, Thank you so much, Carol.
Bye-bye.
That's brilliant. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We've got Sam on the line too. Sam, hello.
Hello. Yeah, lightning call. Yes, totally agree. That's exactly right. Now just get on with the rest of the clue, because I can't solve any of it.
Sam, thank you.
I'll get off the line and let somebody who knows what they're talking about talk to you.
Not before we give you one of these. Thank you, Sam.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, go left, yeah.
Right, Worsted.
Onto the Salem Road.
You're sorting out your directions.
You're talking to me? Yeah, we're Worsted. Well,
Yeah. You know where you're going, don't you?
Well, I know where that is, yeah.
Yes, you do.
Left here. So at the top of Bank Street is my sign. I drew that.
Really?
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Not recently, you understand? It was. It was a children's competition, and because they were turning part of Stalham into 20 mile an hour,
right?
And so they needed lots of signs to go up to say go 20 miles an hour, and they thought, oh, it's a little competition. We'll get the kids to make a sign, and I wrote thank you and coloured it in. I think that person thought I'd only done it recently, but it does really look like a child has done it. So yeah, there we
Lovely.
are. Yeah,
but we have to tell the other part of this story, which is that Anna was going to be interviewed on BBC Look East about this. They sent Mike Liggins to go and do a report at her primary school about these children who'd made these signs to get people to slow down in Stalham. But unfortunately, Anna's brush with broadcasting fame and fortune was cruelly snatched away from her because a house in Suffolk got demolished in an amusing way, and I can't remember how it happened now. Like a lorry carrying something amusing.
A load of apples.
Apples, that's right. A lorry load of apples went over in Suffolk and demolished a house.
Fell into a building.
And no one was hurt, but they lost their house, which is terrible. But it was a lorry load of apples, and it was 25 years ago. So, it's, a comedy is tragedy plus timing, as they say. But anyway, so a lorry load of apples destroyed a house in Suffolk. So Mike Liggins was snatched away from Stalham, having recorded his interviews with the eager young schoolchildren of Stalham. And I think they got a 10-second, what they call an oov, an out of vision, with I think a picture of their sign.
It wasn't enough.
But Anna's interview, in which I'm sure the 9-year-old Anna, explained her sign in great detail.
Oh, I talked for England. That's what my parents said. They said they couldn't put you on because you talk too much.
That's quite a cruel thing to say, isn't it? Yeah, they couldn't put you on, you talk too much. That's why I didn't go on. Never mind that lorry load of apples to watching that house in Suffolk. So anyway, so Mike Liggins, Liggo as we call him, he's presented TQ a few times. He was interviewing these school children in Stalham, but he got sent away to go and do the house demolished by apples in Suffolk. And so all the Stalham school children got was a little 10-second oof with a picture of their sign, and Anna's interview was lost to history.
Oh.
All I got as a prize, and I'm not belittling it, but all I got, bearing in mind that sign has been there for many, many years now, was a £10 Halfords voucher, which I shouldn't poo-poo.
That's a fortune.
That's a lot of money in those days.
You could buy loads
a
for
voucher is
that.
controlled spending.
Yeah.
It's controlled spending.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Why have some of that pesky money you can only use in every shop in the country when you could have a voucher? The on the Anna's note, the one I always think about, people who live in the same area of Norwich as me, on the sort of Golden Triangle area, will know you may well know Sophie, the little kid Max, who's on the signs. I think he was maybe Recreation Road Infants or something like that. And there's all the signs up around there saying Max says 10 miles an hour is the max, and he's holding his thumbs up. And they've been there for about 15 years now. He must be in his mid-20s by now.
Let's find Max.
Yeah, let's find Max.
Let's find
but
Max.
I always wonder, what it's like when if he sees them around or whatever. And I doubt he goes to people. Yeah, that's me on the sign. Yeah, that's me on the max. Says 10 miles an hour is the max.
Right, let's scrap Treasure Quest today. Who cares about the treasure? Let's find Max. 0800 389 7321.
And does he still say that 10 miles an hour is the max?
Yes. Is it still his catchphrase?
Yeah.
Does he still do two thumbs up?
Those thumbs
Max
up,
might
yeah.
have had kids.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Now there might be a Mini Max who says 10 miles an hour is
They
the
need
max.
to update the sign with Mini Max.
Yeah.
Okay, right, we're writing
With a
this story
family
for
of
him.
Max.
Yes, exactly. I've forgotten where we are. Right, where are we? We're doing Treasure Quest. I need to do the travel.
Yes.
You're going to
Worstead.
Right.
Worstead.
Thank you, Questmaster.
You're welcome.
What are we doing in Worstead? They're heading their way there. I know they know where they're going, so I'll leave them to it for a minute. What are we doing in Worstead then? So we've got the first two lines, I think, solved. With she who many wrongly believe is in Let It Be, the face of the power might get you there. In rhyme, 0800 389 7321. What's going on in Worcester today? Can you help the team find clue 4? Yeah, give us a call. And I'm just going to have a look and see what's happening on the roads. Having a look in Norfolk then at the moment on the roads, no accidents reported, no major delays either. Looking at public transport, we've got no service on Greater Anglia between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone, and also between Liverpool Street and Billericay because of engineering works. They're back onto the roads in Norfolk, some roadworks around to watch out for. In Fakenham, some temporary lights on the A1067 close to Norwich Road, and in Norwich we've got temporary lights on Meredith Road at Barrington Road because of telecom cables work. If you spot anything while you're out out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, the number you need is 0800 389 7321.
There's no place like
Great Yarmouth.
Waxham.
Green girls, blue sky.
I love Great Yarmouth because I grew up going there as a youngster. Every week during the summer, I was lucky enough to be taken there by my dad. I just love the Golden Mile. I love the sandy beaches. Great Yarmouth is a place that will always be in my heart. I still love going there to this day.
Waxham was one of the first places on the coast I got to visit in Norfolk, and I just completely fell in love with it. And the first time I went, I got to see the first seals I'd ever seen in my life, and it is just stunning. Can't get enough of it.
There's no place like Norfolk.
Norfolk Day
On Wednesday.
The sound of Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
This is a dark parade, another rough patch to rain on, to rain on. I know your friends may say this is a cause for celebration. Hip hip hooray, love. For
Ed Sheeran, Overpass Graffiti on BBC Radio Norfolk. This is Treasure Quest with me, Sophie Little and Anna Perro, and we want to get the treasure before 5 to 1 today. We've got some clues standing in our way that you are doing a very good job of solving. In fact, we think you've solved clue 3. It's taking us to Worcester, we believe. I'm not 100% sure what you're doing in Worcester when you get there, Anna. But we'll figure that out in a second. How are you doing?
There is some sort of tent up at the Village Hall, so we are pulling in there now.
Okay.
I love the photo that's just been sent to me of a misshapen carrot with 3 legs. That's the best way and safest way, I think, of describing it.
This is Ellie, who sent this in, says, one of my husband's carrots a few years ago. I thought it might appeal to Anna's sense of humour.
It certainly has. It certainly has. Thank you for sending it across to me.
It's obscene.
The 3-legged carrot. It is obscene.
It is entirely obscene. Oh my goodness.
And you're right, that does suit my sense of humour.
Ellie, thank you.
They know me too well.
You've been looking at misshapen veg this morning, haven't you? And we should clarify. It's not just out of the blue.
Oh, hello.
Are you...
They want us to go round. We've got to move. We'll drive round. There's someone waving at us by the church. We've just
across
pulled
the
in at the
location.
Queen Elizabeth Hall.
Right.
Well, I think so. Worcester's not an enormous place, although they've got the Worcester Festival next weekend. So there's a gentleman just shouting at us. We weren't exactly sure where we were going in Worcester, so we're going to go to its 2 landmarks, which is the village hall and the church. Unfortunately, they're right next to each other. Oh no, there is a pub as well.
So
I believe there's someone here who keeps goats.
We've got Jeannie saying St Mary's is the church in Worcester, which fits with line 3, and face of the power rhymes with base of the tower. Base of the tower. Well done, Jeannie. Thank you very much. Base of the tower in the church, Anna.
Lovely. Town the church, Wally. Super. So we need to try and get as close as we can to the church. Now, the thing of this church is that it's got a ladder in it that is enormous. You've never seen a ladder quite so. In fact, I don't know whether the church was built around the ladder.
Well, you need to take a picture. I need to see this. Is it up the tower?
Yeah. Well, yes, I think it is, yes. Oh, there's a gentleman here in a hat. Wonderful. Let's go and say hello to him. Here you are. Here's the telephone, Wally. There you are. Lovely. Here we go. Out we get, then. It's a huge church. And it's, well, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about it, because I don't really, but, hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
Really, yeah, Kevin. So, the second Kevin of the day.
Love Kevins. There's never enough Kevins. We've had 2 Maggies as well.
Hey,
Isn't that wonderful?
Brilliant.
It's really nice to meet you. How are you?
Good to meet you and well found. Yeah,
thank
we're
you.
doing well. And you're right, the tent is the first one to go up for the Worcester Festival, which is next weekend, the 30th and 31st of July.
Now, this is where every year, apart from the last couple, Worcester really comes alive. It is overtaken by everyone comes to the Worcester Festival.
Yeah, it's really a great festival that everyone knows about. When we're setting up for the festival, we don't have to explain it. Everybody just knows, yeah, we know the festival. And it's quite surprising for such a small village. But then it's been going since 1966, and we're standing right underneath the church tower of St Mary's. So it's one of your clues. It's the reason that we had the festival to start was to raise money for it, to stop it falling down. Now we raise a lot of money for lots of other local charities.
Fab. Well, I need to find this clue. So I'm going to go to the base of the tower, and I've got the door here. I'm going to knock on the door. It's Sunday, isn't it? I'm not going to knock on the door. But just behind the Worcester Festival pamphlet, we have got an envelope, Sophie, that says Clue 4.
Yay!
Hurrah!
I'm getting worried about this.
Why?
Well, I'm worried about what we're going to do for the last hour of the programme.
Yes, come on, let's beat that. What is it again? 14 minutes past or something?
17 minutes past. I mean, this is getting a bit worrying now.
Come on, we can do this, Anna.
But, you know, well, you're the one who's going to have to play records and fill.
I'll rope you in, don't worry.
Send your amusing vegetable photos in, yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm saving that for extra time, yeah. And we'll see if we can describe them. Yeah, it's a new competition. Sophie and Anna describe amusing vegetable photos on air without losing their jobs.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think we're on the cusp anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know.
It'll be like that Miriam Margolyes episode of Blackadder, you know? Turn it shaped exactly like a thingy. But anyway, on to more sensible pursuits. I was saying to Sophie earlier, Anna.
Ooh, is it happening? Bells?
Did you hear the ding?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is that for us? Oh, wow. Cool.
Lovely.
We just have that for an hour, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Relaxing. Like when they have those birdsong radio stations.
Yes.
That one on DAB that was very popular. Just Church Bell radio station.
Do a nice guided meditation over the top of it. Lovely.
Church Bell podcast. People would love that.
Like a gong bath.
Yeah.
Oh, like a gong. Yes. Okay, we've got lots of ideas for this last hour. Let's crack on and win.
Anyway, okay, so, yes, over half of this is the very least good, so the worst, while the rest might be where a Londoner thinks. Londoners, of course, they think in their head. So, worsted, with she who many wrongly believes in Let It Be. Yes, the line in Let It Be about Mother Mary comes to me. It's actually about his mother, Mary, who died when he was a teenager, I think, Paul McCartney. He had that in common with John Lennon. Both their mothers died when they were quite young. So that's referring to his own mother, but many people think it's a religious reference, but it's not. And the face of the power might get you there in rhyme. The face of the power rhymes with the base of the tower. So the base of the tower at St Mary's in Worcester, where not only are they having the festival next weekend, but on Tuesday night when she's in for John Wright, Anna Perrow is doing a whole programme about the Worcester Festival. So I had to say to them, I know Anna's in contact with you about being on her programme on Tuesday. Don't say anything to her about me coming there with Treasure Quest. And they were very good. They said, no, the secret is safe with me. So Kevin has very kindly gone there and put the clue there for us. I detected a slight non-Norfolk accent from Kevin. Perhaps we might delve into that in a little while. But Kevin also told me he used to work for the BBC. Oh. So perhaps we'll hear about that as well. But we will also, of course, in a moment, we'll hear all about the Worcester Festival. But I see. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. Just listen to that. So I've sent you clue 4, Sophie. Anna's got it as well. Lovely. And let's have a lovely, long, in-depth chat about the Worcester Festival that goes on for a very long time. I want to hear everyone listening wants to hear all about every single thing that's happening at the Worcester Festival.
Oh, he's sweating, everyone. You've done such a good job of solving these clues. He is sweating. I think we should try and break the record personally. But anyway, so let me just give this... Do you want to give the clue a read, Anna, actually?
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, clue 4. You might keep an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk. At the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen, these are old enough for you to be allowed to look at. Clue 4. You might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an R in Norfolk. At the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen, these are old enough for you to be allowed to look at.
Lovely. What does it mean, though? Where are we going from Worsted? 0800 389 7321, please. If you have any ideas, it's a free phone number. Pick up the phone, have a chat with us. Text 81333. You can start your message with Norfolk and it's charged at your standard network rate, or you can WhatsApp us for free. It's 08000 321 333. Put Norfolk on the beginning of that as well. So you might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk. At the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen, these are old enough for you to be allowed to look at. Right, Anna, I want to hear all about the church and Kevin and the Worcester Festival.
We've got so much to cover and plenty of time, ample time, Kevin, so I'm looking forward to this. So, you firstly are clearly not from Norfolk, unless you're very good at accents. Where are you from?
I'm originally from New Zealand, but I've lived here in the UK longer than in New Zealand. Norfolk is just like New Zealand. Everywhere around there's lots of really imaginative, generous farmers, but they all complain a lot, so it's just like New Zealand. And that's why I love this place. It's a little bit flatter than I'm used to, but that helps when you're starting to get a bit older.
I love that you've kept your accent.
I have no musical ear, that's the problem.
Well, we could hear the bells. They were absolutely stunning. Thank you for putting that on for us. What was really, really special. You used to work for... What did you... Someone said in my ear that you worked for BBC.
Oh, this is amazing because I used to work for Radio New Zealand and I used to get dressed up for my local radio station, Radio Taranaki, as a big hairy yeti. And I used to come to these festivals all the time. And the little kids just love trailing around after me. So it reminds me a lot, you coming here. I used to do your job as well. So I was a reporter for Radio New Zealand, then I worked for BBC World.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and now you found yourself in sunny Worcester. What brought you to Worcester exactly?
We had a beach shack here in about the year 2000, which was about the same time we came to our first festival here. And my young kids still talk about it, even though they're all grown up now. And we shifted inland because we just wanted a bigger place. And when we went to that festival, we just fell in love with the village. So when we found there was a place come up here, you know, it was the location, as well as the place. Fantastic village.
Oh, you're living the dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's so nice to see people so passionate about where they live, and this programme really highlights that. I think it's great. Well, I'm going to be chatting to you in great length on Tuesday for the Tuesday Takeover. Well done for keeping that a secret.
Fantastic.
That's very exciting, but I want a really good rundown of what's happening for the Worcester Festival this year, because it's going to be bigger and better than ever before, because you haven't run for the last couple of years.
That's it. Even though I've been on one of the festival trustees for about 3 years, I haven't done a festival because it's been cancelled for 2 years. But so this time we've really got a lot of good stuff going. The circus is coming to town, the Foolhardy Circus, slapstick and slosh. That's lots of water. Heavy horses, dancing sheep, dogs rounding up ducks, the Westover Dog Show, our own dog races, so bring your pets, they can have a race after a lure. And we haven't got chicken throwing, but we've got egg throwing. Nice. So lucky there's a few dogs around to snaffle up the few eggs that might break. Look, we've also got circus workshops, green craft workshops with Willow Phoenix, Rooted in Nature as an outdoor school, climbing walls, archery, and for the first time we've got a Lego Con in Worcester. Do you know about Lego Con?
I've spoken to Mark about it before, but tell everyone else.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an international thing, and we've got a huge Lego display model that's being built specially for us, and we've got lots of competitions for kids when they come along, and lots of special surprise guests. For the bigger kids, though, we've got a bucking bull, a mechanical bucking bull. So that should be a lot of fun. But before you jump on the bucking bull, make sure that you've allowed the Wagyu burger and other franchise foods to digest. And we've got bars as well all over the site, so you'll be able to enjoy that.
Well, it's a full weekend, isn't it? Because I know you've got your 5K run on Friday night. My husband signed up for that. Are there still spaces for that?
He's mad.
I know he is.
5K run. Look, there's up to 600 people are allowed, and I understand we're just about at that limit now, and I can't believe. But go on the website. And you'll be able to check out whether there are any more. But it sounds as though they've got their limit. I tell you what, though, we've got lots of other good stuff.
Oh, go on then, tell us, Kevin.
We've got music, and you know it's a bit of Glastonbury here. We've got music for the 2 days. We're headlining with the Stereotypes. That's indie and Britpop band. They'll be on Saturday night. Before them, we've got Mammal Not Fish. Check out their We Own the Night video. It's very funny, and they sound a bit like Madness. We've got Flong, that's Irish music. We've got James Arlington, Nika, Eleanor May, Emmy George. They're all on Saturday. On Sunday, we've got Rigo Yonci. Rigo Yonci is actually Hungarian for good chocolate cake. But they play some great music too. We've got classical guitar from Peter Turrell, Soul Alliance, 60s and 70s classics to get us moving, and our very own favourite Ron Barrett to wind up Saturday evening. He sings lots of really beautiful old standards.
It's going to be so fun, and what an atmosphere it's going to create. You've also, I know, got it's not a sleepy village at all, because when Worcester Festival isn't on, you still have a lot of people crafting, and they're going to be showing their wares here for the festival as well.
That's right. Jane Bond, who's the chairman of the trustees and organising things, she has got a Made in Worcester marquee going, and that's people from the parish of Worcester, and they've got ceramics, jewellery, mosaics, glass, wood carving, all from the local area, and they're really enthusiastic. They love just coming along, meeting up and having a good time, and with them, each other, and with all the people that come to buy. There's more than 60 stalls going to be here, though, so that's people from all over the county, and it's great that there's coming back, because a lot of these had a tough time over the last 2 years when these festivals weren't on. So, you know, hopefully we'll be able to put something on for them so that they can really get going and make a bit of dosh.
You might be thinking, as many are, where on earth is Worcester? The beauty of the festival is that it's not far off the train line. If you wanted to walk, you used to have like tractor rides into the festival itself. Is that happening?
That's a really good question, because yes, we are having tractor rides from the train station to here, but if the strike goes ahead on Saturday next week, we want everybody to busily work with the week ahead, get their carpooling going, because there's lots and lots of free parking here. We're not going to run out of free parking. It's very nearby, so if the trains aren't running, the tractor will be taking people from the car parks to the main festival site and back again.
That's a lovely trip to go on. It really is. It's good fun. I'm just having such a nice time here. I don't want to go. Is there anything else we need to mention?
There's lots of chefs coming.
Food, if you like your food, which we do.
These guys are great. Most of these are award-winning chefs. In fact, all of them. Charlie Hodson of Hodson & Co. And these guys are on Saturday. Candy's Chutneys, Bread Sauce, and the local landowner and farmer Bruce Patterson has a fascinating insight into how he raises his Wagyu beef, and there is going to be Wagyu beef burgers here as well. So he'll be talking. And on Sunday, more award-winning chefs, Roger Hickman with his eponymously named restaurant, Daniel Smith of the Ingham Swan, Richard Gamebridge of Benedict's, Giesh Mia, Indian recipes from the Tamarind, George Wood, Bricks and Bones, and Steve Norgate, who will bring all his amazing food to you wherever you are.
You've got big names on the lineup for that. So people want to know how much this is going to cost, because most things are quite expensive to get to at the moment. So what is the price for getting into something?
We're really keen on keeping our prices down, because it's not really about making money, although that does come in handy. It's about community, and as well as the people of Worcester getting together for a common cause. We're hoping it's a really good way that people from around the area can come and meet their friends for the first time in ages. You know, we're just starting to welcome up. So we've kept our prices down. £6 for adults, £10 for a weekend pass, so that's £5 a day if you get the weekend pass. Under 12s are free. And car parking is free as well.
Brilliant. That's so good. I will, on Tuesday for the takeover, go into the history a bit of Worcester as well, and the history of the Worcester Festival, because it has been going on for so many years. But just explain, if you can, why it's not a massive place. Is there such an enormous church?
14th century church, and it's all the wool money. And the wool money came in, and of course they wanted to build a huge church. A little bit of might have been to do with the Black Death being around about that time, so they weren't sure about what it was, so perhaps praying to God might have been a way to stop the Black Death from coming to your door. The 6 bells that we can hear ringing date back to the 17th century. They're called alicum chimes. That means that one person can ring them all. So don't think there's 6 people in there sweating away, trying to drown us out with the sound. Inside the church, there's going to be a flower festival. Now that's an amazing floral display. It's going to be on patron saints, the theme of patron saints this year. The worsted weavers are going to be there, and you're going to be able to go on one of these old looms, and that was where the wealth of the village came from. They made worsted woolen cloth here, and worsted woolen's known all over the world. So the weavers will be giving you a chance to slide the I can't remember what it's called, shuttlecock along the loom. Well done, thanks Wally. There'll be a songs of praise at 11 o'clock on Sunday, and there'll be a choral evensong on Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Brilliant. Oh, it's been such a joy speaking to you, and I'll chat to you again on Tuesday. We can say it all again.
Look, there's so much more than just the festival for this village.
Yeah, there's loads going on. It really is a joy. It's another playgroup haunt of mine, actually, Sophie. It's like we're doing Anna's playgroups on Treasure Quest. I come here on a Friday, and we're trying to get the playgroup to run in the summer and trying to do it for free as well. So it's if you are in a family and kids of all ages too. So if you fancy coming along, there's a really good park at Worstead. Bring a packed lunch, spend all day here. The Worstead playgroup is hoping to be free across the summer months. It's usually £2 if you want to come throughout the year. But yeah, we're really keen just to have places for people to go. It's a long time to fill. I appreciate the 6-week holiday for families and money tight. So we're trying to sort that out.
Lovely. Oh, Worcester's the place to be. But not actually for Treasure Quest, unfortunately. But we do want to get out of Worcester to get to the treasure today before 5 to 1, unfortunately. Although, to be honest with you, at the moment, I'm not sure we're going to be. We've not had anything in just yet. Oh, we've just had one message pop in. So we'll come back to the clue in a second, see if we're going to be heading off anywhere, and just recap everything. But first of all, I'm just going to check what's happening on the roads. Having a look at Norfolk, then no accidents or major delays reported at the moment. On public transport, we've got no service on Greater Anglia between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone and between Liverpool Street and Billericay because of engineering works. Back onto the roads in Norfolk then, and some roadworks around to watch out for. So the A1065 London Street in Swaffham is closed. That's from Whitecross Road to Haspel's Road. Station Road is closed from Cowles Drove to Wangford Road in Hockwold because of water main work, and in Fakenham there are some temporary traffic lights on the A1067 close to Norwich Road because the work's taking place there. If you spot anything while you're out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, the free phone number is 0800 389 7321.
That old phone you bought in 1999 probably still has 40% charge, and it wouldn't matter if you dropped it outside or lost it in the laundry. But it couldn't let you WhatsApp BBC Radio Norfolk. Add 08000 321 333 to your contacts, and you can send your messages, photos and voice notes whenever you want. Just start your message with the word Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
You're listening to Treasure Quest on BBC Radio Norfolk with me, Sophie Little, and we have Anna Perrott out and about doing the running today. She's in Worstead at the moment, but we've got clue 4 on our hands, wondering where we might go next. Anna, would you like to read it?
Oh, that's it, Wally. Yeah, get down on the floor.
What are you doing to Wally?
Mind your head. We're taking a picture of the altar.
Oh, okay.
We're in the church, lying down. He's lying on the floor. I feel I ought to take a picture of this, actually. Is that working?
Maybe I'll leave you to take your pictures, actually. Maybe you take a picture of Wally. I'm just going to have a look at clue 4. So you might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk. At the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen, these are old enough for you to be allowed to look at. It's a 15-mile radius of Worstead. Where are we going? Daniel, thank you very much for your message on Facebook. Trimmingham without the R sounds like hour in Norfolk. R in Norfolk. Huh? R. Hang on. Trimmingham. Let me do that again. Trimmingham without the R sounds like R in Norfolk. Would be Timmingham, which would sound like Timingham. Oh my goodness, is that where we're going? Trimmingham? I feel like I need to read it again, Danny. I'll do that to myself in a moment, and I'm going to give you one of these. Mark T, thank you. Chaucer wrote Canterbury Tales, indeed, as at the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen. So it's a tale, maybe, or something. I'm not sure. These are old enough for you to be allowed to look at. So thank you very much for that, Mark T. Anna, can I run this past you?
Yeah, of course you can.
Right, so the first 2 lines, you might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk. So Daniel on Facebook saying, Trimmingham without the R sounds like hour in Norfolk. R. You say R, don't you, actually, Anna?
I say R, yeah.
Yeah.
R. Presence of an R.
Would be Timmingham, which would sound like Timingham. I think we're going to Trimmingham.
Trimmingham?
Yeah.
And then there's that poem, isn't there? Gimmingham, Trimmingham,
Napton, Trunch.
All of these villages lie in a bunch.
All these villages lie and
I always add the grapes. It hang together like grapes in a bunch. I think I've always made that up. Every time that comes up, I think of grapes. Not sure why, but anyway. Speaking of fruit, we've got some veg to cover in a little while. I'm going to save it for now because I don't think I can describe it at the moment. But we've had another one in, Anna. I'll save that for a bit.
Oh gosh, have we? Please send it across. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get a copy too. Don't worry. It's obscene. Right, so you
it's filthy. This is a Sunday, everyone. Can you just control yourselves? I'm on sacred ground here. You can't send me naughty pictures. Goodness me.
Yes, this.
I'm on a BBC phone. I mean, terrible.
This carrot is, it's not safe for work, I'd say. Right, we are going then to Trimmingham, I believe. If anyone wants to say different, get in touch with us. Do you know how to get to Trimmingham? Are you happy with that?
I think so. Trimmingham
it's
would
quite a way, isn't it?
Wroxham, North Walsham, then right through it over the bypass, past Bradfield, Napton. Got it. Nice one. Thank you very much, Kevin. Speak to you Tuesday, my friend. Thank you. Oh. Well,
Right.
this has been rather nice. Did we fill enough for you? Is Questmaster sweating less now?
He said, sorry, he's just talking about here. He's saying we genuinely didn't have any answers up until we just got that message from Daniel. So he's saying, I think he's happy.
Wow. Well done, Spaniel. Daniel Spaniel.
Yes, we have absolutely used up some time. Hey, Ian in Wales is on the line. Ian, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm lucky.
Yes, go on then. So what do you reckon?
No, I had no idea till I just heard. I saw it on Facebook, Trimmingham. But yeah, I agree with Trimmingham.
Do you think so? So
Yeah.
we're going there. All right. Let me give you one of these. Can we have a weather report from Wales?
It is dry at the minute, but we've had rain on and off for the last 3 days.
Oh, have you now? The garden's
Yeah.
looking good then, I imagine.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's wet. Let's not push it.
I've not seen any green grass up in Norfolk for quite some time now. It's all straw.
We had quite a bit in the last 3 days.
Oh, nice. Well,
no, it's just nice.
Yeah, I bet it is. It's well needed. Well, thank you very much, Ian. We will get on our way to Trimmingham and we'll catch you soon. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. Right, Anna, are you there?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
So you know where you're going? You're happy to get there? Do you need any directions or am I leaving you to it?
No, I think we're good, aren't we, Wally, direction-wise? Yeah, we're all right. Turn right out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Do your thing. Okay. So
right.
can I give you a little selection of music and you can choose a track for us?
Oh yes, it's the jukebox. Yes, of course. I've got my 60p still. So
Have
if I
you?
put
Can you pop it
20p
in?
What?
Yeah?
Yeah, here you are.
Got it? Okay, thank you. All goes to charity. Yeah, must know. We've got Rod Stewart. You Wear It Well. Did you hear that? Rod, no. Oh no, we've lost you, Anna. I hope you can still hear me. Oh dear. No, I think I'm not gonna play her Rod Stewart if she's given that reaction to it. Here she is. So no Rod Stewart then. Doja Cat, Say So. Wham, Edge of Heaven.
Yes, yeah, fine.
One Republic, I Ain't Worried. Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Or I don't know how to say Jones' last name. Armour Trading. Thank you very much, Questmaster. Drop the Pilot. She's gone again. Okay, Questmaster's choosing on your behalf, Anna, because you've gone. And he wants to Drop the Pilot. So here we go.
I'm right on target. My aim is straight. So you're in love. I say what of it? my perfume, just my hood. I'm the easy rider, don't use your army to fight a losing battle. Drop the parlor, try my balloon, drop the monkey, smell my perfume, just my hood. I'm the easy rider, don't use your army to fight a losing battle. Animal, mineral, physical, spiritual. I'm the one you need, I'm the one you need. I say, just the parlor, yeah, just the monkey, just the monkey. Animal, mineral, physical, spiritual. I'm the one you need, I'm the one you need, I'm the one you need.
Joan Armour Trading and Drop the Pilot on BBC Radio Norfolk. This is Treasure Quest with Sophie Little and Anna Perot today, and Anna is whizzing her way to the next clue for us, which is going to be clue 5. We need to solve clue 5 and get to the treasure on time, and on time would be in just over an hour and 1 minute to go is our deadline. So I'm really hoping that we can get it today for a nice win to celebrate. We are on our way to Trimmingham, aren't we, Anna?
We are. That was a good choice, Questmaster. I like Joan Armour Trading. That's a good song.
Good.
Yeah, I think we're doing very well. We are just coming into North Walsham.
Okay.
And I don't know if my mother's listening. She might be at church, but if she could, I've been trying to get in touch with her for like the last day, and I think her phone's broken. So if it is, hi Mum, hope you're all right, and yeah, just give us a ring if you can. Just using my access to. Yeah, I was speaking to her and any possibility. I'll try an email later as well. Send pigeon. Let's send a pigeon to her. Bless her heart.
Oh, hello to
church.
Hello to
Probably
Anna's
listening
mum.
in church.
We actually had someone once, many moons ago on Treasure Quest, that confessed that whilst they were sat in church, they had an headphone up one sleeve, listening to Treasure Quest whilst they sat there.
Wasn't that at Treasure Quest Live? They admitted that. Do you remember?
Can't remember. I think it might have been. Yeah,
I do remember someone admitting that.
Yeah.
It's a big thing to say.
It was quite the confession, and I wonder if they're still listening. Well, if you are, hello. Anna.
I like that. That it's like a bit like football fans, isn't it? Treasure Quest fans are like football fans and really committed. And I think Treasure Quest stops for nobody, and it's a great effort you're making there.
Absolutely.
God wouldn't mind.
No, I'm sure. Anna, you are on your way to Trimmingham at the moment, and we have the clue which says, so we think we've got the first bit sorted. The successor to one Chaucer may have chosen, these are old enough for you to be allowed to look at. So we have Jeannie saying, I think you want the Pilgrim Shelter, Loop Road in Trimmingham, which is part of a historic walk. Geoffrey Chaucer wrote about various pilgrims in the Canterbury Tales. So that sounds promising. I think we should head there first and see if that is where clue 5 might be. So I'll have a look on the map in a moment and see where that is.
I'm
not
sure I know where. I think it's on the Coast Road. I remember going past it many times thinking, well, what you would not expect to see this here, and always wondered where, what happened there. So hopefully it is there and we can find out all about it.
Sharon says, though, that the village football team are called Trimmingham Pilgrims. Could be something to do with that.
Well then. Yeah,
could be
they
that.
might be playing today.
Yeah, could be doing some football.
Football or pilgrimage, who knows?
Well, either way. Either or. We're hoping that clue 5 is going to be there. If you have any other ideas on this, though, or you're thinking, nah, I reckon it's here, give us a call. Tell us why and where. 0800 389 7321 is the free phone number to do that on. So, Anna, we have a few things to sort out. First of all, I've been sent a picture of the ladder in Worcester Church. I'm having to turn my head around. What I don't understand is, I think I've just got it. So you can't actually climb the ladder. Is that right?
No.
They've sort of made it so you can't.
You can't climb the ladder. It's not a good idea to climb the ladder because it is so tall.
It is huge.
You know what? The length of the ladder is all one piece of wood.
Whoa.
I mean, it's an enormous tree. I know. How do you imagine trying to get that in and out of that church? It's proper to me, to you moment, isn't it?
The picture's lovely. It's you kind of looking down at the camera, and the camera's it's just massive. This ladder is massive.
Wally had to lay on the floor.
That's why he was laying on the floor. I was trying to figure that out when you were saying, get on the floor, Wally. Okay, this makes sense. Is this on the Treasure Quest Facebook page? Can people see this on their Quest? It will be very shortly, apparently. You can go see that massive ladder. Now, on to other things. You were earlier on looking at some unusual shaped vegetables, weren't you? This was in Hickling?
Yes, in Hickling.
Yes. And we've had a very funny carrot sent in to us already. And here's another one. This is from Andrew. Have you got this one as well? Have you seen it?
No, it's not arrived yet.
No, it's coming your way. And I don't know.
Oh, wait, here it is.
You got it? This one's more modest, I'd say, than the other one. But it's... It's, the legs.
I don't know where to look.
The legs are it really does look like someone's the lower half of their torso and legs. It's detailed, and
they've
I'll
got
leave it
quite
at
weak
that.
ankles, but a good size.
Yes, absolutely. And no wonder they don't topple over. Right, Anna, we'll leave it there. If anyone else wants to send us a picture of your vegetables, that would be lovely. We'd love to hear from you. Yes, anyway.
Casts a shadow on the stairs.
Right then, we'll catch up with you very soon.
On the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, play BBC Radio Norfolk, and on your radio. The sound of Norfolk is BBC Radio Norfolk.
At 12 midday with the latest BBC News for Norfolk, I'm Graham Barnard. The Bishop of Norwich says the gospel about prayer and hospitality has much to say about how we care for those who lost their homes this week. The Right Reverend Graham Usher was speaking ahead of his visit to Ashhill near Watton today, one of the Norfolk villages where homes were damaged or destroyed by devastating heatwave fires. Bishop Graham has been at St Nicholas's Church in Ashhill.
I'm just going to be speaking about the importance of prayer in this moment, this community. But Jesus goes on also to speak about hospitality and how we as communities come together at times of such difficulty to offer hospitality and care for those who've been impacted.
Queues at the Port of Dover are expected to be reduced to about an hour this afternoon after 2 days where holidaymakers endured gridlocked roads and lengthy waits. Officials say traffic is now flowing normally and about 6,000 private vehicles are expected at the port today. Mark Simmons from the British Ports Association says the hold-ups were caused by a lack of staff at French passport control booths and additional post-Brexit border checks.
Brexit certainly is contributing to it. There's obviously now a harder border than there was before. The ports were prepared. We've been saying this for years, that extra checks could cause congestion and disruption at certain times. And the Port of Dover's worked very hard to make sure that that is mitigated. Unfortunately, they were let down earlier this weekend when there weren't enough staff.
However, people using Eurotunnel to travel to the continent have been warned to expect long delays at Folkestone. The company said processing time for check-in to boarding was estimated to be around 90 minutes. Some Eurotunnel passengers say they spent the night in their cars trying to get to the terminal. Greater Anglia is warning disruption to services will continue today following yesterday's strike action by drivers. The company says it should take until lunchtime for the schedule to get back to normal Sunday levels. Added to that, engineering works are taking place on the line between Norwich and London, with rail replacement services running between Ingatstone and Newbury Park on the Central line. Norfolk's tourist attractions are hoping for a bumper school holiday. With more families deciding to stay in the UK again this year, venues are gearing up for another Great British Staycation. Benji Cabell Manners from Amazonia Zoo in Cromer says they're back to where they were before the pandemic.
The zoo has been mirroring 2019's takings. I hope that it'll be good.
And a mild and dry winter has led to an explosion in wasp numbers in Norfolk. The insects are thriving in the current hot weather, and a pest controller who works in the Thetford and Brandon area says he's been called out more than 70 times in a week to help deal with wasps' nests. Chris Clark runs CRC Pest Controllers.
There's a lot more about this year. 2018 was probably the best year we ever had for wasps. It's very, very busy this year, exceptionally busy. It all stems really from the winter time. We've had a dry winter, and wasps have managed to thrive, and their numbers are increasing, and it's nature's way of sorting itself out. Some years they have a good year, some years they have a bad year, but this year is a very, very busy year.
And the weather for wasps. Very warm and sunny this afternoon, highs of 30 Celsius. For an update anytime, you can ask your smart speaker to play BBC News for Norfolk.
Thank you very much, Graham.
Treasure Quest on BBC Radio Norfolk.
It's the final hour of TQ this Sunday afternoon. I'm Sophie Little in the studio here in Norwich in the Forum, looking out, and it's a beautiful blue sky, and I know that it's probably very hot out there as well. Someone that will know that quite well is Anna Perro. She's in the car, being driven by Wally Webb today, looking for all of the clues and ultimately the treasure, which we need to get before 5 to 1. So we're on our way to clue 5. We just need to solve that and get to the treasure. We're in a good position at the moment, but if you've ever listened to TQ before, you know that means nothing at this point, so we've still got our fingers crossed. They're heading to Trimmingham to possibly the Pilgrims Shelter, possibly something to do with the village football team, and that's all because of Clue 4, so you might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk, the successor to one Chaucer may have chosen. These are old enough for you to be allowed to look at, so any other ideas on this, very welcome. Send us a text if you like, 81333, start it with Norfolk, or you can WhatsApp us for free, 08000 321 333. Anna Perro.
It is warm, as hot. I remember seeing something online in the week when during all this heat. Someone had put that you can tell it's hot because farmers across the country have peeled off one jumper layer. So I think it's quite funny.
Oh, I love it.
Still got many other layers, but there is one less jumper on.
Are tractors air conditioned?
Oh, they are now.
Yeah?
New
Do you think they
ones
would
are,
be?
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd gladly sit in a tractor and do that.
Well, if anyone ever hears the Countryside slot with Chris Skinner on a Sunday morning, you'll often hear him mention, and when he does the recordings on the farm, you'll often hear, and Anna will have done some of these with Chris down the years, he'll talk about the incredibly modern, very expensive vehicles they have now, the tractors, because they have all sort of satellite guidance, because they do exactly up and down, the right parts of the fields and all that kind of thing. They're very technological vehicles these days. Chris has often explained on the Countryside slot.
I want one. I don't have anything to do with it, but I want one. Forget Ferraris. I want a tractor.
Well, I think it probably will set you back as much as getting a sports car. I mean, I think they are.
Would. Yeah. Ooh. Can anyone give us a detailed insight into a posh tractor, please?
Posh tractor.
0800 389 7321. Okay, right. So we are heading to Trimmingham, and hopefully you guys are going to be there soon. You've got a few more minutes to go, do you reckon?
A few more minutes, yep.
Okay then, right. We will.
Yeah, we're not a million miles, but we're getting there.
Okay, we'll have a tune then and catch up with you after this.
Now I'm hooked on you. I need some time to get it right. Your love's gonna see me through.
Yeah, Zoo Don't Go on BBC Radio Norfolk. This is Treasure Quest, the final hour of Treasure Quest. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 minutes to go until we need to get the treasure. Sophie Little here in the studio. Anna Perro is heading to Trimmingham. Anna, we're talking
We
about...
are near-ish. No, we're a while. You can chat. Go.
The Pilgrim Shelter, which is where we were thinking we were heading. Sarah on Facebook says, if Chaucer would have chosen the Pilgrim's Shelter, which was previously used as the village hall, then you want the successor to this, i.e. the new village hall. So, just double check this. Hang on one second, I'll scroll through my emails. There it is, right. The successor to one Chaucer may have chosen. That makes perfect sense. Okay, Sarah, thank you for that clarification. So, possibly not going to the actual Pilgrim's Shelter that you're thinking of, Anna, and to the village hall instead.
Okay. They've got a nice village hall. I believe it's quite new, the village hall at Trimmingham.
Is it?
It's beautiful. Yeah. When I was quite pregnant, we decided to go for a nice walk down Trimmingham, and we found ourselves in the middle of, walking through fields, getting to the cliffs, wandering down, and it was just lovely. It was hard work getting back up though.
Yes.
Because it is. Life is exhausting.
Oh, well, I wonder what's going on at this village hall. Any ideas? Anybody, please? What is it that they're looking for when they get there? 0800 389 7321. Give us a call. Let us know.
Wally, I think it's fairly new, isn't it, the village hall?
Yeah, you're relaying that to Wally. I'm going to do a bit of travel in a second when we'll go to that in a moment.
We're going past the big white dome.
Big white... Oh, yes, on the coast. Is that near...
Yeah, the satellite.
Bacton? Or Munsley?
No, Munsley. The other side of Munsley.
That's the one, isn't it? Okay, you're not far then. You're on that coast road.
No, we're not.
You'll be there soon.
Moments away, I reckon.
Okay, well, we'll catch up with you and see whereabouts you've gotten to after travel. Okay, so having a look at Norfolk at the moment then. On the roads, no major delays or accidents reported. Public transport-wise, we've got no service on Greater Anglia. This is between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone. Also between Liverpool Street and Billericay at the moment because of engineering works. Back onto Norfolk's roads, some roadworks to watch out for as you're travelling. We've got Station Road closed in Hockwald between Cowles Drove and Wangford Road. In Norwich, some temporary traffic lights on Earlham Road close to Paragon Place. Also in Norwich, temporary lights on Reefham Road at Woodview Road because of work on the telecom cables. If you spot anything while you're out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, your free phone number is 0800 389 7321.
The sound of Norfolk.
Whether you're just waking up or on the way home,
We're here for you all throughout the day and in the evenings. Weekends, we've got you.
Norfolk Sport, the latest news and weather.
Up-to-date travel news.
It's all here whenever you want to join us.
And however you want to listen. On FM, digital radio and Freeview channel 719.
Or the BBC Sounds app.
The sound of Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
Well, then it's Treasure Quest until 1 o'clock, and then it's extra time after that with Questmaster, and we've still got to get to Clue 5 and get to the treasure. So let's have a chat, Anna, with Lorna, who's given us a call. Lorna, hello.
Hello, Sophie.
How are you?
How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Good, fine, thank you. Trimmingham, you need the village hall.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what they've got on. They've got a fantastic history weekend with all the history of Trimmingham and displays, etc.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, and all they need to do is come through the village of Trimmingham, and it's just there on the outskirts, and I'm sure they can't miss it, on the left-hand side, because I would think there'll be all some fantastic signs and everything outside.
You've just said the magic words on Treasure Quest there, Lorna, which is I'm sure they can't miss it. So now we all need to cross our fingers.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. That sounds really interesting, especially with the Pilgrim's Shelter and all of that kind of history as well. I bet it's
there's much history with the Pilgrim's Shelter, but that is where they need to be.
Brilliant. Oh, thank you so much, Lorna. Thanks for picking up the phone.
Landed.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye. You've landed.
Lorna's a legend. We've just landed. Her directions were spot on, and it is looks like a lovely new building. It really is good. I wonder, is it common or normal for when you arrive, when you see the sea, to be the first person in the car, like a little competition, a bit like, you know, when you saw a yellow car, you'd have to sort of hit your sibling. If you see the sea first, you go, I can see the sea!
Yes!
Or is that just our family?
No, we did the same. I can see the sea! As quick as possible, and I'd say it sometimes when I couldn't. And then I'd have to justify it. They'd be like, well, I can't see the sea.
Prove it.
We're miles away. I was like, well, I definitely did, actually. So, there, I win. Too competitive.
I love that. Well, we're just going to head in. Here we go.
Okay.
Into this beautifully modern building. It's really stunning. I hope they don't mind me just wandering in. We've got loads of CDs here. 50 puzzles. Ask Joanna. I will. Hello. Oh, it's really nice to be here. My name's Anna. What's your name?
I'm Joanna.
Hello. Oh, lovely. You're in charge of the puzzles.
Yeah, well, puzzles and CDs and books. The local history is through into the main hall, and we are serving refreshments if anybody wants them.
Oh, that's exciting. I'll wander in, Joanna. Thank you very much. Right, in we go. In we go. It's very bright, usually. Now, I don't mean to be mean about village halls, but village halls can have a sort of slightly dingy impact. This is lovely, isn't it, Bonnie? It really is nice. So we're looking at the history now, and I'm trying to look for an envelope. Now, I've had different colour envelopes thrown at me today, or discovered them. So I'm going to look for any old envelope. Obviously, I don't want it to be of importance or anything too historic.
Why are you whispering, Anna? Why are you trying to...
I don't know why I'm whispering, because people are being quiet and I don't want to...
You're trying to fit in, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying... Yeah, I'm just taking measure of the environment that we're in. Oh, I'm losing patience, though. Can anyone see an envelope? Anyone got an envelope? Over here. Lovely. Thank you. Over this way. Envelope. Oh, clue 5, here we go.
You got it!
Woo! Thank you. Yay!
Yeah, there we go. Well done. Congratulations. I don't remember ever... I remember hearing you mention this before about I Can See the Sea thing, but I don't remember. It's not something I was aware of.
You've not done it, Ben?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you've done it. Yeah.
Maybe because I grew up near the sea and it wasn't a novelty, I don't know.
That is absolutely what it is, I reckon. I reckon if you can already see the sea from where you are...
I couldn't see it from my village, but we lived very near.
Yeah, that novelty would have worn off.
Yeah, like the nearest town was on the coast, so, you know, it wasn't... Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry, that's by the by. I'm already getting people moan at me for you not getting a record win today. It's not my fault they couldn't solve the clue. I think people think I deliberately withheld answers from you when you're at Worstead, which I did not do. People just didn't solve it, so there we go.
Fair enough.
Anyway, that aside, it's not my business to sit here and lecture the audience. Anyway, you might be keeping an eye on their times if it weren't for the presence of an hour in Norfolk. Yes, you might be timing them if it weren't for the fact that it has... Oh, you understand now, do you?
Yeah, just
right, okay. If it weren't for the fact that there's a thing in certain bits of the Norfolk dialect, a lot of people in Norfolk, they say "r."
Like Anna.
Like a one letter. Yeah, Anna does it. And if you hear, I don't know, Tony Cooper doing his culture slot with Matthew on a Sunday morning, he says R as well. It's and I'm not criticising that type. I think it's great. I love the Norfolk dialect, but it's one of those things that sometimes hour in Norfolk is spelt with one letter, R. So you put an R into timing them, you get trimming them. At the successor to the one Chaucer may have chosen, is Chaucer, very associated with pilgrims, and it was the pilgrim shelter, which we've been to a few times on TQ down the years. That was their old village hall, and it's great, very characterful building full of history, but it was very small. So they needed a new village hall, which in recent years they've got their brand new village hall. So I think the Pilgrim Centre, I think it's now being turned into a village cafe, I think, but we might hear a bit more about that. But they've got their lovely new, as Anna said, very bright village hall, where they're having a history event today, where the clue was with some old maps. Because they're old enough that Anna's allowed to see the maps.
Anna's not allowed to see the maps.
Just see.
I get it.
There we go. All wrapped up in a bow, and
lovely.
You've got 37 minutes to get a win.
Oh, doesn't feel long now. Thank you very much.
Well, it's about 3 times longer than you technically need.
Good to know. So we'll waste 2 of those at least and hopefully get there before 5 to 1. Thank you very much, Questmaster. Right, Anna, would you like to read Clue 5?
I would love to read Clue 5. Something which sounds very cerebral is camped out in a car park. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. So Clue 5, something which sounds very cerebral is camped out in a car park on... A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean.
Anna, that was very strange that you dipped out both times reading that at the same point, like it's being censored, but there's nothing rude. So I'm just going to give it a read as well. Something which sounds very cerebral is camped out in a car park on the coast. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. So this is clue 5. For the treasure, where is it in Norfolk? 0800 389 7321. Let's get the team there. Let's get a nice solid win today. You can text us 81333, start it with Norfolk, and it's charged at your standard rate, or you can pop us a WhatsApp. It's 08000 321 333. Bung Norfolk on the beginning of that as well, please. And you can also go to the Treasure Quest Facebook page. So lots of ways to get in touch. I'll just give it one more read. So something which sounds very cerebral is camped out in a car park on the coast. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. All right, Anna, we'd love to hear more. I think you might need to go a little closer to the car, if poss.
Okie dokie. Joanne, are you okay to come closer to the car so we can have a chat about everything? Just put your sausage roll down. Look, come on. Oh, firstly, can I congratulate you on what is a beautiful hall and a lovely event?
Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Just let's hope we get a lot more customers this afternoon.
So I'm sure you will.
Enjoying the beautiful weather we've got. Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful part of the world. It really, really is. Yeah. I'm just looking at some of the bits and pieces you've got there. You've got letters of thanks from the Queen to villagers here, people who are part of the Land Army, the Women's Army, and all sorts, and as well as the old maps as well. What's it been like collecting all of?
The lady who does it, Dot, she said it's been fantastic. We have one villager who's over 90. He still remembers, he's lived here nearly all his life, remembers things that went on. People used to come up for the campsites here. It's very interesting, and it's lovely to collect local people's and thoughts and the things about the village that are no longer here. And as we know, this coastline is eroding, so some of these will disappear over the years. And looking back, you can see with the maps how it hasn't changed. It's changed so much with the erosion. So it's good to have these things and for people to be able. Oh, yes, I remember that in childhood memories.
You've got lovely badges of the old Trimmingham Festival of all the different colours over the years. That's really nice, and that'll evoke lots of memories. We were at Worcester before here and talking about the how long that's been going on for and the memorabilia that you end up collecting over the different years, and that's really nice to see that here. Are you a Trimmingham girl?
I'm not actually. I live actually at Hevingham, but I do a lot to come up here and help, and I find the village people have been so friendly, so welcoming, and we try and do what we can to help them out. So my dad used to come up here with the Boys Brigade. He's more local. He's Eden Thorpe and Napton, and my mum used to bring school children up here for the campsite as well. So and the elderly gentleman we were talking about earlier, he remembers my dad coming up with the Boys Brigade with the bugles and the drums. So
what I'm loving there as well is that you've got people's memoirs of people who have passed, and that's living on through days like these.
Yes, it is, and hopefully we will get the next generation to enjoy it. And as I said, hopefully they make memories on the beach or elsewhere, and they will come back and think, oh yes, we do remember that. It's for the next generation to make them up. I think we're doing a lot more with local history and learning about things and teaching the youngsters what it was like. It's that way, so yeah.
Well, everyone will be drawn to the interest in the history, but what also interests people is food and drink. I mean, because we're a simple people. Yeah. Feel very often. So what have you got in store here?
We have at the moment, there will be sandwiches. We are doing sort of salads with ploughman's. There's cakes for afternoon tea, you know, the usual tea, coffees, soft drinks. A lot of them have been made by the village, or the lady in the kitchen does a lot of home baking as well. So come and have an afternoon tea with us. We're open till 4, so...
Brilliant. And it doesn't cost anything to head in?
No, everything's free of charge. We just ask for a donation if you can do it, but if not, just come and enjoy it. And, you know, there are books for sale and some CDs of food crafts, but just come, a cup of tea, sit down and enjoy it with us.
Brilliant. Well, what is this? What is the village hall used for at the moment? What's the
Pilates, there is Tai Chi, we're trying to set up Dementia Cafe, we do occasionally bands and things here. We have weddings, outside events for people, we try and do bits and pieces. We do have a gardening club for the village. There is actually a sort of Poppyland club, which is sort of like a ladies and gents group thing. Coffee mornings once a month. There's quite a bit that goes on, and as I said, we do have quite a lot of external events. People come in and do bits and pieces. There's table tennis once a week, and I think the youngsters come up and do sort of martial arts. So you know,
it's a good hive,
yes,
if you like.
Yes, it is. It's a hub for the village to come and enjoy. But yeah.
Oh well, hopefully we're not going to find out where we're going for quite a while, because I could do with a cup of tea, if I'm honest.
I was going to say, let's go and put an order in for the kitchen.
That's really. Thank you, Joanna, for speaking so nice. No, it's an absolute joy. Wally's riffling his way through the CDs, and because he's going on a boat trip, isn't he? Going on holiday,
of course,
soon. So he's going to go and enjoy on the boat, which will be nice.
Very nice. Well, so it sounds nice there. We do need to get to the treasure before 5 to 1, Anna. So let's try and solve this clue. We've got the clue 5. Something which sounds very cerebral is camped out in a car park on the coast. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. So Daniel says a large jumper could be a big top. So possibly looking for a circus somewhere. Sue says Hemsby. Simon on Facebook says Circus Fantasia are located on Page's farm in Hemsby, but not sure if that's too far. And then Jonathan on Facebook is saying Cortex Circus at Cromer. So I'm just going to give a joint one of these for all the effort. What do you reckon, Anna?
Rain. Cerebral.
Oh yes, Cortex.
Oh my goodness, Wally's put it together.
Hey.
Let's do that. Well done, Wally. Well done, Jonathan. Cortex Circus at Cromer. Off you go.
Do it.
Well done,
Thanks, team. We're getting ready. All ready. Alas, take care. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. Nothing like a live bit of clue solving by our. Where is it? It's in that big field, isn't it? You know, I know,
where it is. Okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yes, Cortex is a part of the brain, says Sue on Facebook. Circus Cortex, Runton Road car park in Cromer, says Daniel. So Runton Road car park is where you're heading for in Cromer. I'm going to let you travel and you do that, and we will catch up with you on the other side of T-Rex.
You're slim, you're weak, you got the teeth of the hydra.
T-Rex and Get It On BBC Radio Norfolk. It's just gone 12:30 and you're listening to Treasure Quest with me, Sophie Little, and Anna Perro is out and about doing the running today. She's running, well, not driving at the moment, but going to the Tresure, which we believe is in Cromer. So clue 5 was something which sounds very cerebral, is camped out in a car park on the coast. So we think this is Circus Cortex, which is Runton Road car park. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. A big top. So you've done such a cracking job of solving that, everybody. Well done. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Don't have any queries. I just wonder how close you are to Cromer, Anna. Well, the signal's gone, so I'm assuming they've not gotten there yet. They're still travelling. That coast road might have a bit of a dip in signal. Perhaps they're at Sidestrand, perhaps they're at Overstrand. She's fully gone for the moment, so what can we do but play another tune? Oh, there she is. Are you back? Where are you?
We're in Cromer.
You're in Cromer?
Arrived.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That was quick.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Well done.
We've just gone past the Royal Cromer Golf Club. We're looking for we're looking for Runton Road, aren't we?
Oh, are you looking for, Runton Road car park?
Runton Road car park.
Yes. Let me find it on the map.
on the hill, that's it, yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Page
Sign
10.
for fish and chips. Let's just
There we go. I wonder how
Past
busy it will be.
the country club.
Might take you a little while to get there. Well, maybe not. No, you're not
Yeah,
far. Oh, yeah.
No, it's if there is traffic. I'm not going to lie, but it's moving, which
Good.
is always lovely.
That's what we want. Right. So you are going past the golf club. You do have a few minutes to navigate your way through Cromer, so we could play a track and soundtrack that journey. Are you happy getting there though? You don't need any directions. It's just that sort of it's just right next to the sea.
Yeah, I think we should be okay. I mean, there's always chance for it to go wrong, but I mean, we'll risk it.
We've got a message here from Texter 119. Thank you for this. Hi team, you drive into the Runton Road car park and go right down to the second field and the big top is there. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you. That's really helpful.
Okay, you do that then and we'll pop on Blondie and then in just a few minutes time you'll hopefully be in a big top, Anna. Blondie and Call Me on BBC Radio Norfolk. This is Treasure Quest with Sophie Little and Anna Perrault, and we left Anna heading for the circus that is in Cromer at the moment, Circus Cortex on Runton Road car park. Is she there? It's gone
I was meant
quietish.
to be at Cromer. Hello?
Hello?
I was meant to be at Cromer. Hello?
Hello?
I've got... I'm assuming you can hear me.
I can.
You're taking the Michael. You're taking the Michael. I was meant to be in Cromer last Thursday to see Prima Facie with Jodie Comer. I wasn't going with Jodie Comer. I was going to see Jodie Comer, but she wasn't. It wasn't Jodie Comer in Cromer. It was part of the National Theatre thing. And, you know, my sister sent me photos because they went to go and see it as well in their respective cinemas. And they sent a picture at 28 minutes past 7 in the evening. And I received the picture and I thought, well, I'm not in Cromer. I'm in my pyjamas.
No, you missed it. Anna.
On the sofa.
No.
So, all right, okay, well, I won't be getting there in 2 minutes. But,
she was excited about something, but she's gone. Are
We've
you
got
there?
the big top. We can see the circus. Yeah.
Woo! That is exciting.
The end.
I do hope the signal improves, because I'd like to hear about this circus. If she can see it, she's close. We'll stick with her. I've got some travel to bring you in a couple of minutes' time, but otherwise we've got a little time to go. We've got 15 minutes before our deadline to get this treasure. Wonder if she has to do anything. Maybe she's got a circus challenge to do to earn the treasure today. That would be fun. She's gone. We'll get her on the phone. See if she's in that big top. Oh, Anna. I wonder if she was in the car park, but not quite close to it, because it seemed to just suddenly spring into her view. If you've got any insight into what's happening at the circus or what it's like, have you been in there yet? What does it look like? What might she be doing? Give us a call, 0800 389 7321. Anna?
Yeah. We missed the turn.
Oh dear, that was
back because we can see the tent. We're very close to it.
You're very close.
But what we need to do is go into the car park and then through the other end and then get to it.
Okay.
We're not far, essentially.
Okay, all right, you're not far. The signal's pretty dodgy. How long do you reckon it'll take you?
I'll do the travel once we've shimmied our way through the car park. We'll definitely be there, ready and set up.
Okay, all right then. So a bit of shimmying too. Is it busy?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, car park's rammed. Brilliant.
Nice. Okay. So you do that then. I'm going to check and see if we've got some travel information for you in just a second and bring you that. And we will catch up with Anna and see what's happening in that circus in a second. We've also got the ladder picture. You know this ladder picture we were talking about that Anna was taking with Wally Webb on the floor at Worcester Church. That is now up on our Facebook page as well if you want to have a look at it. It's truly a big ladder. And I didn't appreciate what Anna was saying about it all being one piece of wood. That would have been a big old tree. So you can go and have a look at that. I don't think we're putting up the carrot pictures on Facebook because it probably is it's not something. Just probably won't.
I think the audience would like it, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think wander straight in, Wally. I'd
Absolutely.
get as close as you can. We need to go in the tent after all.
We are actually at the tent.
Are
I'm
you?
sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. What was going to be wonderful travel.
Yes. Well, it's all right. You're not interrupting me, Anna, because the signal's gone. So we'll try and get a nice stable line, and I will have a quick look at see what's happening on the roads and keep you up to date on that. Having a look at Norfolk, then there are queues on the A1151 Norwich Road between Hoveden and Wroxham at the moment. On public transport, no service on Greater Anglia between Liverpool Street and Ingatestone and between Liverpool Street and Billericay because of the engineering works taking place. Back onto the roads and some roadworks to watch out for in Norwich. Temporary lights on Earlham Road near Paragon Place. Staying in Norwich, temporary lights on Reefham Road at Woodview Road. And again in Norwich, more lights on Meredith Road at Berrington Road. If you spot anything while you're out and about and you've got a safe moment to give us a call, your free phone number is 0800 389 7321.
Make a difference.
The judges have met.
You've been nominated for a Make a Difference award.
Decisions have been made. When I had that phone call, it was like brilliant. And we're almost ready to reveal the finalists in our Make a Difference Awards.
I'm still just trying to absorb it, if I'm honest.
Hear the stories.
It all started back in lockdown, actually, and delivered 60,000 meals.
And meet the finalists.
I already feel a winner because I'm making a difference.
Starts in breakfast on Monday.
The Sound of Norfolk.
BBC Radio Norfolk.
It's Treasure Quest with you on BBC Radio Norfolk. We've got 12 minutes to get the treasure. Anna is in Cromer at the circus at the Big Top. Has she got it? Anna.
I love this, Sophie. I'm looking up at the Big Top tent and the clouds are moving behind it. Circus Cortex. And we've got, I'm assuming, an artiste right here with us. What's your name?
My name is Irina and I'm a director of the circus.
Oh, hello, Irina. It's really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay.
We're now heading from the bright blue sunshine plunged into deep darkness. And you feel you have to get a bit quieter when you go into somewhere dark like this. And oh my goodness, Irina, this is amazing. Oh, what a wonderful stage. You've almost got like a, everybody on the seats is curved all the way around, as you'd expect, with a stage in the middle there. Wow, this is incredible. I need to find the treasure. I'm getting very distracted. Stage? Should we have a look at the stage?
Do you have to do anything?
It's a big area. Do I have to do anything, Irina? Do I have to, do any juggling? Or? Oh, I can have a clue. Excellent.
It's little bit near the technical stuff.
Oh, okay. We're thinking technical. Okay, there's a light.
Department.
The tech department. Okay. Okay, let's have a little run around for a few moments because we've got time. Got a lot of cables and lights. Warm. I'm getting cold. I'm getting colder. Oh, wow, look what they're doing. Oh, I'm getting distracted.
What are they doing?
Cigar boxes.
They look like bricks, but they are cigar boxes.
So this person is throwing boxes in the air, and it looks wonderful. Will you do it again for us? Sorry. I know, I'm sorry. My name's Anna. What's your name?
My name is Kristaps.
Hello, it's really nice to meet you. What is this called?
This is called the cigar box.
That's very cool. Are you obviously performing every night for this?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
2 times.
Are you loving it in this hot weather?
Yes, it's strange weather.
It is very warm. It is very warm. I'm looking for a clue in the technical area. Where would you say is the tech bit?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've got a shrug of the shoulders here. I'll let you continue.
Yeah, lights, I reckon.
That's a bit warmer. I'm pointing. I'm looking up to. Here we are. Right, we're climbing up here to where they control the sound and bits. When you. I cannot wait for Billy to be the age to come to the circus. We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer. We are getting warmer as we get higher up. Oh, I don't want to touch these buttons, Soph, because you know what I'm like. It's not under the cushion. We've got the sound desk and the. Oh my goodness, we've got a computer.
Do you want the music on?
Yeah, why not? Put some music on. Is that the clue?
Well, it's kind of half of
the clue. Okay. This is wonderful. I'm so excited. I can't see an envelope anywhere. So I'm going to assume. Oh, here comes the music.
Put the lights on.
Now we need to put the lights on. Okay, so what button do I need to press for that? Push that one, yeah. And that one. Oh, all the lights are on and it's wonderful. Everything's moving. Oh, it's a proper show. And we're lifting underneath the light box. We've got the treasure! Yay! Da-da-da-dum.
Well done, with 9 minutes to spare. Not too bad after I thought that maybe you'd be... But it was the clue to Lead to Trimmingham that held you up for a while, I think. I know people out there think I deliberately held you up. I didn't know that. It was just a tricky one that people didn't get for quite a while. But yes, we'll hear all about Circus Cortex in a moment. Yes, something which sounds very cerebral. A cerebral cortex, that's part of the brain, is camped out in a car park on the coast. Yeah, the Runton Road car park in Cromer is where the Circus Cortex have currently pitched their tent. They're here in Norfolk for a little while. We'll hear all about how long they're here for in a moment. A large jumper would be the wrong interpretation, but you need to be in what those words could mean. A big top. You wouldn't want to be in a large jumper at the moment, would you, with the weather we've been having recently? But yes, Circus Cortex. So they're in Chrome at the moment. We'll hear all about them shortly from Irina, who very kindly agreed to have the Tresure there for us. And I know that it's been quite an emotional time for them recently, because a lot of their performers are Ukrainian. So they have a lot of Ukrainian cast members there in the circus, and they've been pledging their support to the people of Ukraine. We're very nice to feature Circus Cortex here on BBC Radio Norfolk as the Treasure for Treasure Quest. So well done to you all. 9 minutes to spare. Win again this week. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Questmaster. I want to hear so much about this circus now. So Anna, over to you.
Oh, it is absolutely stunning. Irina's getting very excited with all of the buttons. She's got the smoke coming out now. It's just a really lovely atmosphere. How many nights have you done so far, Irina?
Well, we only done 3 nights. We open on Thursday, and we're here for another 9 days.
Oh, and what's it like being in such a beautiful spot as Cromer, with the sea just right behind you?
Well, we love being on the seaside because everybody loves swimming. And after the show, everybody just can't wait to go for a dip, and especially when it's so hot. And circus itself here is looking beautiful on this place. And we had the aerial drone coming in, filming it as well, coming from the sea. It's very, very, well, it just gives you that holiday feeling, you know?
Oh, it does, yeah. If you're here on holiday, or if you're local, going to the circus is a must-do thing, isn't it? You must come and visit.
Yeah, and it's very different circus. It's very modern. It's not your traditional circus. But when I'm talking modern, it doesn't mean it's not going to appeal to you. It's going to appeal to you 10 times more. And also, this production, it's all about warriors, but it's not very dark and scary. It's more or less like the cool characters in computer games. We just wanted to do it like this so the kids could relate to it. And we've got BMX artists, and we've got parkour, and the usual circus disciplines, but we turned it really, really modern, so young children don't think it's a dumb thing to do. We would like kids to think it's a cool thing to do. And we had a group of photographers come in on the first day, and he said it's good as Cirque du Soleil, so he said it's really, really good show.
I think getting the kids in, I mean, gone are the days perhaps of the clown face paints and things like that, and that sort of level of humour. When you're catching kids' eyes with parkour, that's really where your next generation of either circus goers or artists can come from, if you can get them interested at a young age.
It's more like a theatre production rather than your traditional circus. And like you see that character with the horns on the head, our BMX guys has got bright green helmets, and they've got horns attached to it. And when they come out, like on the stage, kids were screaming yesterday, you know. And the clown himself, he's wearing a Mohican, you know. Nice. He's not white face, he's got a Mohican on. So it's all in this style. And also it's a funny story to you, because we had to, this is a brand new production. Last year we were in Chrome with Production Glory. So when we're coming back to the same place, we're making sure we're bringing a new show. So basically we have to adapt the helmets for BMX bikers, and we put the horns on them, and the only way we could attach the horns on them is permanently secure them on the thing. So a BMX biker coming to me yesterday and said, well, I want to go to the skate park, I can't go with horns. And he's a bit embarrassed riding with horns across the town as well.
That's really funny. Didn't think about that.
We didn't think when we were doing. We're just like, how are we going to touch it? How are we going to touch it? And then he's like, I've got a dilemma. I can't go like this. It looks embarrassing.
It could start a trend. It could start a new trend.
That's what we said. You go, and I bet lots of us will follow.
I bet they will. Tell me about yourself, Alina. What got you involved in the circus?
Oh, I was a dancer and gymnast before, and I performed in all big circuses across the United States and Ringling Brothers and South America. And then I happened to come on a contract here, and I met my husband, who was the manager of the Moscow State Circus at the time. And here stuck now, and 23 years later, And 2 years ago, we started this smaller Circus Cortex, because we felt after pandemic, people were reluctant to go to bigger places where a lot of people congregated. And we also feel, if you look at this big top here, it's very different to the normal circus. It's more like a variety show atmosphere, because you're very close to the action. So you sit in here, you're not far from action, you could see people's faces. It's more like a cabaret style venue rather than a circus. And we wanted to create something different like this. And from outside, it looks deceptive, it looks small, but you come in here and inside is much bigger. And I think it's quite funky as well, you know?
It's really cool. You've done a fabulous job. You really have. I'm always intrigued about the lifestyle of the circus, the travelling round. I bet you end up with loads of friends from the different artists that you work with.
We pick up friends as we go along, you know, and like here, Sally, the amazing artist who paints with her fingers. She lives around here, and she came to paint during a show live last year, and she's been here 2 days ago. And people like that, we kind of meet on our tour, and we keep in close contact. And when we visit a place again, they come over again. But the lifestyle, I think you either love it or hate it, because it's good and bad, you know. People say, how can you travel all the time? But if you think people commuting an hour and a half every day to work, so it's 3 hours of your day you could be spending traveling. We're spending 3 hours traveling once a week from one venue to another. And everybody think, oh, it's really hard. But I think commuting every day is much harder. But like I said, you either like it or hate it. And I'm only stuck here 23 years later because I obviously liked it. Yeah. And it's kind of when you go home at the end of the tour, and after about 2 months your feet start itching because you want to go on tour. But it is hard work. You get tired because you don't get days off, and it's 24/7 job.
That's really interesting. I love the both sides there. We were hearing from Questmaster a few moments ago that quite a few of your artists are from Ukraine.
Yeah.
How are they finding performing?
Well, it's two sides of the coin to it. One side, it's very difficult for them to be happy and smiley when their hearts are not here, and their friends and family and relatives are mainly still in Ukraine. And it's hard because nobody can see the end to it, and we don't know when it's going to stop and how long it's going to go and what happens after. But another side of the story, if they wouldn't be performing and if they wouldn't be doing what they love, I think they would feel 10 times worse, because we all need to do our jobs to keep going, not being depressed and be happy. We know being busy, it makes you feel better. And in this situation in particular, I think if they couldn't perform and they had to do some other random jobs, they wouldn't be happy. And I think this is their outlet. They're doing what they love, and hopefully taking their mind off. But at the same time, they're all professional, and they're telling me they're leaving all their worries behind. And when they go on stage, like they tell me, it's like the surgeon going to perform an operation on the heart. It doesn't matter what's happened in his life. He just concentrates on the job at the time. And then when he finishes his job, then they go and obviously being either sad or happy, but when on stage, they're giving their best.
But I bet there's a real family atmosphere of support from you and everybody else.
Yeah, we're one big family here, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. When everybody friends, it's good. When you're not friends, and they had maybe some disagreement, there is no way of escaping from it, because when you had a disagreement at work, you go home, you don't see that person, but here you can't get far. But it all passes, like as everything else in life, and we're all here to help each other. And the fact that we have a lot of Ukrainian artists, they support each other as well, because they're not isolated, they have their community to talk between themselves.
It's been so wonderful coming here to see this. I know you're going to be very busy. Is tonight sold out? Are all of your other nights really busy?
Unfortunately, we're not sold out yet.
Yeah, not
but
yet.
We need people to come here, and I think the main thing to put people across, just come here open-minded, because people don't expect much from the small circuses in the UK, but be open-minded, come here, and you will be here for a treat and for a big surprise.
Fabulous. So where can people find more information?
The website is www.circuscore.com, and they can buy tickets there online, or they can come to box office, which is just in front of the big top.
And it's, as I say, just such a picturesque view. So you can have a day at the seaside, come to the circus later on, and just be wowed and have a wonderful time. Sophie, I've had such a nice time on Treasure Quest today, and it's ended in such a special place. Thank you, Irene. It's been really nice to meet you.
Okay, very nice to have you here
Oh,
too.
no, you're very, very welcome. I could stay at each location all day.
I want to go to the circus now. I'm going to have to fit that in somehow. You dipped out a little bit, just in case you missed the name of it. It's Circus Cortex, and it's West Runton Road car park in Cromer, if you want to search for it and get yourself some tickets. Anna, it's been a lovely quest. I've had so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Me too.
And
no, it's been a joy this end as well.
Everybody that's been in touch, whether it be with doing some genius solving to the very tricky clues or sending us pictures of funny carrots, you are so welcome, and we've really, really enjoyed your company today. So thank you ever so much for that. Are you and Wally going to be taking in the sights of Cromer before you head home?
We will. Lovely. We'll give it a wave, and then we'll head back to the city and continue being frazzled and slightly mad.
Oh, Questmaster just said to me, have you actually read the Treasure? Look at us both. They're getting ready to sign off and go. We haven't even read the Treasure. No, it's me and you. No, it's fine.
Questmaster.
Here we go.
It says, well done on finding the treasure and getting a win this week, and thank you so much for sitting in for Julie. A pleasure. Your treasure is a chance to say a huge good luck to another star from your part of the county, North Walsham's Lauren Hemp, ahead of England's big semi-final on Tuesday. I am loving the football at the moment.
Hooray.
Huge Lauren Hemp fan, and come on England, we can do this.
Yeah.
Bring it home.
That is a great treasure. Thank you so much, Anna and Wally. You guys get yourselves together, leave the big top and come on home, and we'll catch you another time, Anna. Thank you for standing in for Jules today, Questmaster.
Yes, we're coming up in Extra Time straight after the news. Obviously, there's two things we really have to do on Extra Time for your texts and calls today, isn't there? We have to do, let's just go for it, amusing vegetables, given that people started sending them in. Any more of those you want to send in, and I'll try and describe them on the radio without losing my job. And also, you and Anna were talking about the games you played in cars as children, weren't you? About what you had to spot and what you had to say you could see. Any of those as well, the games you played in cars as children, we'll take those as well. And obviously, we'll catch up with one or two of today's clue holders, hear more about some of the locations. You can hear much more about one of the locations, the Worcester Festival, with Anna on Tuesday night from 6.
Absolutely. Thank you ever so much, everybody. If you want to call Questmaster, it's 0800 389 7321. I will catch you next week. Have a lovely week in between time.
On the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, play BBC Radio Norfolk, and on your radio. The sound of Norfolk is BBC Radio Norfolk.
At 1 with the latest BBC News for Norfolk, I'm Graham Barnard. The Bishop of Norwich has praised the way people have rallied to help those who lost their homes and possessions after last week's heatwave fires. The Right Reverend Graham Usher visited Ashhill this morning, which was one of 4 locations where the wildfires took hold. Bishop Graham says the church played its role as well.
I've been speaking to clergy across the diocese where there have been fires, and in each of those places there has been an immense amount of outreach and care for people, just giving pages, but also just very practical steps to help them. And I know that many of our churches have been involved with that during the course of this week.
People attempting to cross the Channel are facing a third day of delays, despite the large queues at the Port of Dover starting to ease. Many drivers spent the night in cars around Folkestone waiting to board Eurotunnel trains. Anna Parkinson was stuck in a queue for 7 hours yesterday with 2 friends and 3 children.
We had no communication. That was quite frustrating because you get regular email updates on various, changes to schedules or things like that. But we're sitting in a queue 2 miles outside the terminal and absolutely no reason given for why we're there. And I think that to me would have been quite helpful to understand, and to know that actually would just be a little bit of comfort.
The UK Health Security Agency has said the threat monkeypox poses to the country hasn't changed, despite the current outbreak being declared a global emergency. The World Health Organization called the spread of the virus to more than 70 countries an extraordinary situation, but officials here said it was not something people should unduly worry about. The virologist Dr. Sarah Pitt from the University of Brighton said the WHO's announcement could have a big impact in other parts of the world.
The drug companies have ramped up their manufacture of their vaccine a little bit, but if it's now a public health emergency, it means that will encourage manufacture of more vaccines as well. And that is really needed, particularly outside of Europe and USA, and particularly in Africa, where there's monkeypox is a problem all the time.
Back here, and the start of the school summer holidays means it's peak time for Norfolk's attractions. After a gruelling couple of years through the pandemic, the next 6 weeks will be a very welcome time for many local businesses. Ben Marshall from Rocks and Barns says a lot happened behind the scenes during lockdown and he hopes it pays off.
I think it's always a risk to invest, but I think it's probably a bigger risk not to invest. Throughout the whole pandemic, we've taken the ball by the horn, so to speak, and invested every year. So our biggest investment was agreed 2 months before COVID started, and we pushed ahead with that. Families, more than ever, want and deserve value for money, so we really feel passionate about improving our offering and giving people really good value.
Finally, wasps are enjoying a bumper summer in Norfolk. It seems the insects are thriving because of a mild winter. CRC pest controllers covering the Thetford and Brandon area have been called out dozens of times in the last week or so to help deal with wasps' nests. The company is run by Chris Clark.
Wasps do a good thing, they're pollinators, but you'll find they're